Stream Elements said Ye Old Nerdcast is now live. Streaming King of the Castle, gaming with chat with the return of King of the Castle Saturday. Street Corner Becky said yo. This is how my night has been so far, my poor ship went kaboom.
Why is everyone
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nerdcast. It is Devin broadcasting as always live from an undisclosed location in the center of Texas. On a pretty chill Saturday evening. How's everybody doing out there? Yo, what's going on, Vince? Welcome back to the stream. Yo, this is how my night has been so far. My poor ship went kaboom. Oh, no. I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at with this link here. I have no idea what I'm looking at.
Less than 3, less than 3, less than 3.
Hey, Lulu, welcome back to the stream. I know Lulu was supposed to be here to play King of the Castle live tonight, but other obligations kind of got in the way. But thanks for stopping by and hanging out. I hope your night has calmed down a little bit. Oh, man. I guess it's been a while since we played King of the Castle last. I can't even remember where we left off.
Street Corner Becky said Eve has a killboard that gets exported out of game. It's kinda cool, it's just the ship and was fitted and value a smile.
Oh, okay. Oh, let me see, where am I at? Alright, that's enough out of you. That's enough out of you. King of the Castle. I'm gonna go ahead and boot it up. Because I know it probably will take a while for people to come filtering in. Where is it even at? Has it been that long since I played it? No, there it is. Okay. All right. And let me make sure I am... Suki's not in here. That's a bummer. Where's she at?
Maniacal Toaster said hello, it is me, and in that new Dragon Ball show Toriyama worked on before doing Edited, they've established that not only are Namekians actually demons and not slug aliens, but the reason they were on another planet was because they left Hell due to being slaves in Hell. And now a bunch of people are shouting I always knew Piccolo was black. Like oh my god.
Yo,
no.
What's up, Toaster?
Street Corner
Welcome back to the
Becky
stream.
Sanilda 6th Suki.
I watched a little bit of Daima. I couldn't get into it, but I only watched a couple of episodes, so I need to, Oh, it's still trying to find rivals. I need to go back and actually give it an honest shot. But I did get to that part. I did see them arrive. I did see the Namekian reveal.
Maniacal Toaster said I haven't given Daima a chance cause I'm just Dragon Balled out. Lol.
Fair enough. But yeah, I saw that they explained them as being from the Demon Realm. Which, I mean, I guess, is that a big surprise? I mean, he was originally called Demon King Piccolo. It was Demon King Piccolo back in the original Dragon Ball series. Oh, the Pasta Dynasty. Ruperta III. I don't know how this dude is doing. I can't remember. Alright. I will give Daima a shot.
Corner Becky said I bought the game and forgot to customize my character.
Oh, you bought this?
The Old Nerdcast has a Discord server. Join now to keep the fun going off stream.
Alright, Caster Labs, I'm gonna have to
Maniacal Toaster.
Put you in the corner for a second. Put you in the corner for a second. Yeah, a while ago they got retconned into being aliens, but I guess Toriyama at some point realized them being demons is cooler. And I mean, yeah, he's right. I said it's a good retcon. Yeah, I didn't really like the alien thing, anyways. But I mean, it was fine. I mean, the Namek Saga still is. I don't know. I think the Cell Saga is still my favorite for nostalgia purposes, but honestly, the Namekian Saga is probably the best one. Probably the best one. Honestly, Dragon Ball got a bit too alien focused to me, so them going back to demon stuff is good. I mean, in my view, what's the difference between demons and aliens? It's creatures from a different planet or realm. And they were still dipping into the demon stuff in Dragon Ball Z. They had Deborah, which is basically just devil. It's just katakana devil. He was Majin Buu's sidekick. Yes, if you want to join, go ahead and hit !join space and then whatever your preferred pronoun is, and it will shuffle you into one of these three tribes. I do want to play Sparking Zero though. I think it's still. I mean, that's gonna be like a $70 game for a while, I imagine. And if I'm gonna spend $70 on it, I mean, that's kind of the. Do I wanna buy Sparking Zero? Do I want to buy Indiana Jones? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and just start shoveling out for multiple $70 games. I think Vince is probably neck deep in EVE Online stuff. I never did figure out how to get my Marvel Rivals drop. I feel like I'm doing good in that game. I'm enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would, because those typically aren't my kinds of games. But I'm actually enjoying playing it a lot. I need to like stretch out my experience a little bit, because I'm usually just in there. Oh, nice, you joined. No, I was customizing my character. Okay, dope. Let's get this party started then. But yeah, I'm usually just running with the Punisher. But I want to see if I can. I was messing around with some characters in like the practice mode in the tutorial, and I kind of like Namor. I want to see if I can do some stuff with Namor. Okay, so we reached the end of the season here. I guess my ambition is trade. The Grandees are trying to lower the kingdom stability to 4 or less. The Barons are trying to lower all regions' total farming to 14 or less. And the Chiefs are trying to raise their own farming to at least 10. Normally by this time, the group PvP I participate in is ended or just ending. It ended for me when I went blap and too far from home to catch back up. Oh, let me turn this camera off. If Suki comes around, I'll turn the camera back on. Which one is it? I think it's this one. There we go. You should play with us. Joe and Gabe play Rivals, Psylocke and Moon Knight. I want to start. I play support, so I'm thinking Cloak and Dagger. Oh, yeah, so... oh, I forget her name. The chick that does the ice stuff. She's a good support character, too. The last group I was playing with, there was somebody that was playing with her and was, like, just Johnny on the spot with those heals. The only reason why I did as good as I did is because, you know, they kept healing me, like, right away. And keeping me alive long enough to cap whoever was just about to kill me. So I have a lot of respect. I never play healers. Maybe I should try playing a healer and see how I do in the support capacity. Luna Snow, yeah, that's who it was. That's who it was. Yo! Raided by Melissa in Denial. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome Raiders. Welcome Raiders. Mummy raid. Hell yeah. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Appreciate the raid. Welcome in. Hope you had a great stream. Oh, thanks for the shout out there. Thank you for the follow too, Melissa. I appreciate that. Thanks for hitting that shout out there, Vince. Ah, you were also playing King of the Castle. You were also playing King of the Castle. Nice. You know, you came in, you raided at the right time because we literally just resumed this game right now. It's been a while since we played, so I was just trying to catch up on where we were. So this is just the start of tonight's session. But oh, hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, so I guess it's been a couple weeks since we played this, and I can't remember. It looks like I'm doing pretty well. I did and didn't. They killed my queen. Ah, these sons of bitches. Traitors. Traitors all around. You had me at nerd. Yo, Dapper Historian. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you popping in with the raid. And Real Men Grow Beards. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome everybody. Welcome. My name is Devin. This is Ye Olde Nerdcast. As you can see, we play a lot of King of the Castle here. Usually we do it on Saturdays. But I play a lot of other games. I was just talking about my growing addiction to Marvel Rivals. Mostly I play Bethesda RPGs, or any other kind of RPG. But, you know, I branch out, and I like playing games with chat too, so I'm exploring a lot more of that. And this game's a lot of fun, so I'm glad that you guys, well, I'm glad that I guess the chat had a good game. Maybe Melissa and Denial didn't have quite a good game, but hey, you know what? Maybe we can make up for that here. Melissa is an Egyptologist. Oh, hell yeah. Wow. That's rad. An Egyptologist. A very particular type of nerd. That's awesome. I didn't even know that was a thing, like a specific Egyptologist. So have you, like, do you go on have you been on part of, like, excavations and stuff like that? I did my DNA test, Orphan, I found out I'm part Egyptian. You're a part of a lot of things, Lulu. You've got a lot of stuff going on in there. Make sure to turn the add-on for this. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot my overlay. Let me get the overlay game going on here, then. Oh, let's see. Replace. Why are you not working? For some reason, it's not letting me deactivate my Cult of the Lamb extension. Let's go over here. Oh, that's set. Why are you not? Hey, there we go. All right, now with the King of the Castle overlay, should be working. I'll hop on in. Let's take down the king. Come on, guys. I need allies more than anything, but yes, please join. Join on in. I was just saying that my ambition is trade. The Grandees are trying to get the kingdom stability to 4 or less. Good luck on that. The Barons are trying to lower all regions farming to 14 or less. And the Chiefs of the North are trying to raise their own farming to at least 10. Oh, I didn't realize that they're so... Oh, Jesus. We gotta do something about these chiefs. Overlay isn't synced. Never mind, it's not showing me yet, I guess. The overlay's not working for y'all? You may need to refresh. Oh, I need to restart. Well, you know what? Oops, I hit the wrong button. Damn it. All right, hold on. Let me. I'll quit that. And then let's load back in. All right, hit me with the exclamation point joins. Hopefully the overlay will pop up properly. Are you guys seeing the overlays now? Okay, cool. I'm a Baron again. I think if you were a Baron the last time, it'll keep you in there. All right. Do I want any new anonymous voting? Stop the count. Royal gamble. I'll keep with what I have. Okay, what do we got going on? We've got a curious discovery in the north, a horrible haunting in the south, and a powerful storm. All right, my Witcher senses tell me to look into this horrible haunting first. During a meeting with the council nobles, a commotion erupts as Grandy Street Corner Becky lets out a piercing scream. Upon my... Oh, is that your custom character? Your beard hair is like the same color as your skin, so I could barely make it out. Upon my honor, by the 9th, it's here. It's here! He faints away, falling to the ground with a crash. Oh, he'll be fine. With some brisk shaking, Street Corner Becky comes to. I thought I'd be safe from it here, but alas. When we built that Thieves Guild on my land, some manner of specter was disturbed, and it's made me its target. What's it doing exactly? Why would a ghost care about you? Or I don't believe in... Why would a ghost care about you? Chief Lulu. Ugh, are we really entertaining this nonsense? I hear voices, Your Holiness, little pinpricks at the back of my mind. Just now I saw a horrid gray shape hanging over me, its face a rotting mask. Ritual for Campfire Tells, Street Corner Becky. I beg you, Your Majesty, and gather nobles, come to my aid. We must banish this wraith. All right. Ghost fighting. Ghost fighting. Hey, Ungoy1, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome. And Ruby Mad Hatter. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. Let's see. Ruby is on the Chiefs, so Lulu, you get some backup. You either get some backup or you get an adversary. We'll see here in a second. How should the Haunted Thieves Guild be dealt with? Send an Inquisition to exercise the site? Oh, my faith is 0%? Good lord. Research the land on which the Thieves Guild is built. Ignore the situation, all will be fine. I vote for researching the land. I'm not going to put my thumb on the scale on this one. But I vote for researching the land. I think you guys should go with that one. I'll open the voting now. We should do some investigation. Do some ghost bro shit. I like the doggies. Oh, man. Well, hang around here and you'll see some weenie dogs. There are usually 2 that hang around here. They're not here today. I dog sit them every so often. They will be here over New Year's, actually. They're going to be here over New Year's. Oh, hell yeah. Y'all are sheep. And then you... Wait, you call them sheep and then you do the exact same thing? Fair enough, Toaster. Fair enough. Alright. Visitation rights? Something of the sort. Something of the sort. They're my best friend's dogs. And, you know, I've been off and on kind of staying over there pretty much since the pandemic started. But every now and then, just so that they can hang around the house, and I can have them here without having to drive all the way over there to see them, you know, they'll crash over here and I'll just have a couple dogs walking around the neighborhood, 2 little weenie dogs. I have a strict philosophical philosophy against standing by anything I say for more than 11 seconds. How very Grandpa Simpson of you. You summon the chief architect, who nods thoughtfully when you explain the situation. This sort of thing's an occupational hazard when building on historical sites. Keep you on your toes, doesn't it? It's your job to make sure buildings are ghost-free. Find out what or who this ghost is. This Thieves Guild wasn't built on a... Why'd they build... That's so weird that, like, a governmental body would build a Thieves Guild. Of course, Your Majesty, I'm sure it'll be easy enough to sort out. He hurries off to Quell University to delve through the records. You can only hope Vince's troubles do not get worse in the meantime. Alright, we're rolling the dice for your safety there, Vince. Word, that's what's up. Yeah, I mean, anytime I can get some weenie dogs over here, I'm going to take the opportunity to do that. Alright, a curious discovery or a powerful storm? Which one should we look at next? Why not? If you know where the thieves are, you know where to keep an eye on them. I mean, I guess so. I guess that makes sense. But thieves are a wily bunch, though. They're not always going to be hanging out at the Thieves Guild. They might hang out there every now and then, you know, to figure out what they're going to do next. Let's do this one. Chief Wisp. Oh, Wisp isn't here tonight. Your Majesty will recall the devastating avalanche that struck the north. Yes, I remember, a tragedy. The avalanche uncovered an ancient stone door embedded in the mountainside. We suspect it may be one of our ancestors' tombs. Some locals pried open the door and investigated within. They did not return. Alright, what is the best way to investigate the newly discovered tomb in the north? A. Send a group of renowned warriors to explore the ruins. B. Send a team of scholars from Quell University. Or C. Order the tomb shut back up. Their defiance is a bit... Hey! Hyena Droid, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome. Their defiance is a bit high, so I'm gonna go ahead and veto... I'm gonna veto C. Let's not do anything to make them even madder at me. But, I'll let you guys sort out. We're either gonna send a group of warriors, or we're gonna send a team of scholars. Also, they could be your thieves as well, so they steal shit for you. You know what? I never even considered that part. I guess if I was a if I was a monarch, I probably would have a patchwork network of spies and thieves and assassins littered throughout the kingdom. Why make something illegal when you could tax it? You know what? Fair point. And that's kind of my thing on, like, you know, legalized weed. Like, just tax the shit out of it. Voting tied at 3 a pop. Alright. Send a group of renowned warriors to explore the ruins, or send a team of scholars? I have a feeling that if we send that team of scholars, they're all going to come back, like, dead or something. Let's send the warriors. By the way, I'm a longtime D&D DM, so I tend to think like this often. Lol, that's funny. I mean, my D&D group hasn't gotten together in a while. We keep talking about reconvening. Like, it's been probably a year, but we used to play D&D like pretty regularly for 6 or 7 years straight. I have a friend who occasionally comes on the stream, Justin. He's our group's DM, so through knowing him for many years and then being in his D&D squad, I know exactly what you mean when you say, like, you tend to think that way because you're, like, DM brained. You kind of have to be sometimes. Here in Missouri, it's very taxed. Yeah, it's a great source of tax revenue. Especially especially as society continues to unravel around us. You know, giving people safe access to highly taxed marijuana. It's a good way to keep the edge off and increase those revenues for local services. It's kind of crazy how consistent people watch this game for such a simple game. It's so good. It's a fun game. It's a great community game, a great party game. I enjoy it. I've played as a noble for many streamers. I enjoy playing this game through Twitch chat. Yeah, I guess it's great on Twitch. I just kind of wish it was easier to get YouTube players to play too, or anybody else for that matter. Because I simulcast, and when I do this game, it's just like, the YouTube viewers are like peasants watching from like the gutters. Friday and Sunday are weekly games, and Saturday game alternates every other week. Man, I wish we were that regimented. I wish we were that regimented with our D&D. Also keeps the marijuana safe for the buyers. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Colorado made like several $100 million the first year they legalized pot, and those guys are absolute connoisseurs. Colorado are like marijuana sommeliers. You go there the way you would go to like France for wine. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, pop over. It's free. Oh, to people watching on YouTube, I don't know who's on YouTube, if anyone. Yo, Big Stick Stew, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Let's see, where do you go? Oh, damn. All right, Lulu, you get some more aid for the Chiefs. Speaking of, let's see what's going on here. The North has no short supply of warrior heroes. The only problem is finding a group who are willing to work together. There are a lot of ancient feuds to tiptoe around. The Chiefs finally settle on a champion named Hrothvir, known for juggling live scorpions. He will lead a band of brave warriors into the tomb. You hope to hear back from them soon. We're laying a lot of groundwork for future disasters, I feel. Grandy Hyena Droid. A terrible storm has struck the south. Alas, many houses have been swept away in the floods, and the roads are totally impassable. Oh, man. Wait, hold on a second. Who needs farming to suck? The Barons. The Barons need farming to suck. Alright. Farming falls to abundant, and trade falls to opulent. How can the council help the South recover from this terrible storm? Spare no expense in rebuilding what is lost. That cost a chunk of money, but everything else goes up. Send extra troops from the north to clear the road. Okay. The South will have to fend for itself. Oh no. Ask the church. What the fuck is a church? Okay, hold on a second. Generally speaking, I'm always very, very opposed to spending money. The very first time I played this game, I spent all my money, hit zero in the treasury, and then got like beheaded. So I watch that treasury like a hawk now, and it's no surprise to me that I have over $4 grand in there. I like A. I don't know if I want to spend that money. I shouldn't have vetoed. I shouldn't have used my veto. Alright, I'm gonna cast my vote for A. And I hope that you all join me in this endeavor. Howdy, been into this game lately? Yo, yeah, me too. Me too. I mean, I think as everyone in here probably. A and B will raise Chiefs farming. I like where this is going. All right, yeah, let's do this. I mean, I don't like spending the money, but Gold flows from your treasury like water from a burst dam. In no time at all, the south roads have been repaired and his houses rebuilt. And if money could bring back the dead, you'd have done that too. All right, well, you know, I spent a chunk of money, but I still have a cushion in there. Defiance is now cordial. Stability can't go higher. Trade is dominant and farming is rampant. Good work, Council. Good work. That was a good season. That was an excellent season. I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in this coming season. Won't it only raise farming for the South? Yeah, it raised farming for the South. I don't believe in money. Well. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask my crown be passed to? The council hall is filled with a nervous silence. My legitimized natural-born son. Let's do that one. Alright, stability can't go higher. I've cemented the stability of the kingdom. The common folk may lose some faith in the church, seeing their king's extramarital adventures being forgiven so easily. Around these parts, we like delegitimizing the church, so I'm okay with that too. Your Highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on legitimizing your son. What is his name? It's a pretty cool hat there, Big Stick Stew. It's a pretty dope hat. Ruperta IV. The gods are good, Your Majesty. I'm sure little Ruperta IV will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition and win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. The South will rise again? Not really. I don't know if I don't like the sounds of that one there. America. Scrungus? That's a good name. Scrungus. I wish they would let me choose another name for the heir, but I'm sure there are reasons why they decided against that. Alright, we got 2 returns here. The Chief Architect returns with findings about the Haunted Thieves Guild, and then Hrothvir and his warriors return, I guess, from that unearthed.
Oh, look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. So we.
All right, let's see what's going on with the tomb, or with the Thieves Guild. Your Majesty, I discovered something interesting about the land on which Grandy Vence's Haunted Thieves Guild was built. What did you find? This ghost is actually Vince's great-great-uncle, Joaquin. He is haunting the building. He isn't haunting the building, he's haunting him. Oh no, Vince, are you about to get a number? Are you about to get a number here? My great-great-uncle is angry with me? I never even knew him. I call upon Quell University for more information. Egad, I don't need information, I just want this ghost gone. Alright, let's find out what's going on here. Well, someone is getting possessed. Time to call Ghostbusters? Maybe. Well, we could have Vince exorcised. Continue researching great-great-uncle Joaquin, and or ask Vince to find out what the ghost wants. I kind of want that one. Let's get Vince in there talking to the ghost. Yeah, I'm gonna vote. Monarch's gonna vote to send. Monarch is voting to push Vince into the doorway and be like, just go see what he wants, man. Just find out why he's hanging out around here. One of my best friends as a kid is named Joaquin. Well, now you know what he's been up to. I propose we use the old texts on how to stop ghosts. We must squat on a dinner table and shit on the floor. That's how religious people talk to ghosts, I've decided. Well, I guess maybe that's what Vince is gonna have to do here, because it seems pretty unanimous. Well, besides Big Stick Stew wanting to drain more money out of my treasury. You leave my treasury alone. You want to talk to this ghost? What if it is a demonic spirit sent from the seven hells to corrupt mortal minds? But the will of the consul is absolute. Vince hurries away to do as you say. Hopefully, great-great-uncle Joaquin will be as talkative as he is irascible. Never seen that word before. By the way, I have a D4 and D6 on my desk to roll to roll for my choices. Unless there is one I really want. Damn, you are really in the role-playing mode. You're doing dice rolls on a dice roll game. Respect. Respect. Sorry, Vince, you're gonna have to shit on the floor while squatting on your fancy dinner table. It won't be fancy for long. You got the funds, Your Majesty. My lord, your coffers are overflowing, my lord. Silence. We're pinching pennies from here on out. Alright, Chief Wisp. We have received word from Hrothgar, Your Majesty. He has returned from his exploration of the mountain tomb. Aha, he's back. Yes, he is. Unfortunately, Your Majesty, this is not the cause of celebration. Had a feeling it was going to end up this way. Hrothgar now marches at the head of an army of magic warriors made entirely of ice. They believe Hrothgar is their ancient king. Is this a joke? The traitor Hrothgar plans to take your throne with his frozen army. We don't have long to decide on a response. Do we know the origin of these ice warriors? The ancient northern king Bjarnolf was rumored to be a warlock who created his own soldiers from snow and used them to crush his rivals. If these are his creations, though, they must be over 400 years old. Okay. We have White Walkers storming towards us. Irascible, having or showing a tendency to be to be easily angered. Oh, okay, interesting. Learn a new word every day. It's medieval times. Isn't that what they were eating anyway, Toaster? Dude, I'm telling you, man, I watched that YouTube channel of that guy that makes like medieval recipes, and it all looks incredible. He probably dresses it up a little more than they did back then, but I mean, they still. What the fuck? Send an assassin after her? Oh shit! I'm glad I saved my veto. Fuck that. I'm not dropping 12 grand out of my treasury. No assassins. No assassins. Either order the chiefs to gather their army and face Hrothgar in battle, or do nothing. Well, I don't really like do nothing either. I'm not a big fan of do nothing either. Oh, but the Chiefs have a, wait, what's their military? Their military's 10. They could face Hrothgar in battle and wipe them. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna veto do nothing. I'm gonna say we should definitely send the North's army. And I'm not just saying that because I don't want you to spend money. But I mean, that 80%, that's almost as sure a thing as you're gonna get in this game. I like that. I like that. Let's do A. Let's do A, y'all. Please. We can come together on this. Big Stick Stew, god damn you. Oh, Lulu, you traitor. Vince? I see where my allies lie. I see where my allies lie now. Alright. Toaster, I don't know what you're doing, man. Are you okay? You took away what I was gonna do. Yeah, I didn't want that to happen. I didn't want that to happen, so. Hey, look at that. Military challenge succeeded. The resultant war is bitter. The Ice Warriors are formidable foes, inhumanely strong and untiring. But your northern warriors proved more than a match for the frozen troops. There are casualties, of course, but it could have been much worse. The ice warriors have been shattered. A bruised Hrothgar is brought before you in chains. Well, that's a dainty ice warrior. Sentence him to death, let him rot in a dungeon, pardon him for his misdeeds. Oh, are you kidding me? Roaring with mad laughter, Hrothgar is dragged away to face the axe. Authority is now commanding. I run this shit here. Sorry, I thought we were doing the alphabet. Alright, is that all for this season? Looks like it. Oh, auction time. Their ice looks more like diamond type of ice. He was possessed, my lord. It was not truly him. Well, you know what? Possessed, not possessed. Sometimes you just gotta behead someone. That's how you get that authority up there at 6. Medieval cooking. Add all of the expensive spices, no matter whether or not they go well with each other. I was gonna make a remark about British cooking, but honestly, I can't say anything about it without having gone there and eaten British cuisine myself, so I'll keep the remark. It doesn't look great though. Modern British cuisine doesn't look great. And the medieval stuff certainly looked a lot better, but it's neither here nor there. We're gonna start this off. Oh, all of you, well, you guys are newcomers here, so you get 1,000 grand off the bat, or 1,000 off the bat. Lulu, I need to tax you. I've been meaning to tax you for a few games now. You got too much money. Alright, the auction is open. The British cannot cook. That's why they did all the genocide and invading, and yet still wouldn't use the spices they stole. Well, you know, they found out that they could sell them rather than use them themselves. So, you know, East India Company, I think that's what it was called, made a considerable amount of money in those trades. As a Brit, the reputation is totally wrong. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Reputation is wrong. Well, what do you got for me then? What British cuisine should I try in order to sway my opinion in the favor, in the affirmative? All right, what did you guys do? I wasn't even paying attention. I'm pretty sure you put a deer park. God damn it! You see, you put the fucking deer park. Hey, but an aqueduct. All right, it balances out here. That's fine. I'm okay with that. We could do the aqueduct and the deer park. A deathly request. Begging for scraps. That doesn't sound good. Oh, my ambition. Let's go with that. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the architect of a new golden age. You've succeeded on that front. The kingdom has never been more prosperous. Well done, your majesty. Hell yeah. Defiance in the north goes down to grumbling. Defiance in the march goes down to aggrieved. And defiance in the south is loyal. It's as low as it can get. But to shut down your noble scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. Have you heard of the Scepter of Sages? It's an ancient lost artifact forged by Queen Alma the Wise. There's a legend that any king who recovers it will rule over a golden age. My advice, on the other hand, would be to infiltrate each region with loyal spies, defeat their schemes with schemes of our own, but the Chancellor has other ideas. Create a kingdom of spies. Recover the Scepter of Sages. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to do this one. My faith is non-existent. Every decision we make is against the church, so my faith is like nothing. Pot pie. I do like pot pie, chicken pot pie. Fish and chips. I like fish and chips too. I like fish and chips for sure. Shepherd's pie? Is that British or is that Irish? Faith makes that one a lose for sure. Yeah, that's kind of why I was moving against that one. British food is a lot of hearty home cooking, meat pies and stews. Everything I saw on that YouTube, it was all stews. But I like stew. I like a good stew, which is why it looked good to me. The reputation for not using spices comes from U.S. troops that were stationed in the UK during World War II. We weren't importing spices then because we were prioritizing importing basic foods and war supplies. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even consider that as a potential origin for that. There wasn't a lot of trade, I imagine, during in Europe during World War II for some mysterious reason. Love pot pie, that flaky, airy crust. Yum, yeah, I kind of wish I had some now, honestly. Oh, wait a second. First time chat from the Apoth. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Whoops. Came in with the Raiders, but had to deal with things. Also, since we are on British food, is it weird to eat rabbits in America? My great aunt used to stew ones that were shot on her land. That sounds like the most American thing in the world, honestly. Like, in parts of rural America, particularly in, like, the South and I guess some parts of the Midwest, rabbits, rabbit stew, frog legs, turtles, squirrels even, to some degree, depending on just how Appalachian you want to get. You can get a lot of critters in cuisines in those parts of America. I haven't had any of them. I've never had rabbit. I've never had frog legs. I'd feel bad about eating a turtle, to be honest. My brother hates pot pie, but I think he's only had the 99-cent frozen ones. Yeah, you got to get, like, if you're going to get a frozen one, you at least have to get, like, the $6 Murray, isn't it Mary Calendar? Or some other brand, like a big, thick, like, 3-pound pot pie that takes, like, 60 minutes in the oven. Shepherd's pie is from this part of the world, but I hear that people in the U.S. make it with beef instead of lamb, which would make it a cottage pie. I've only had it with beef, yeah. Lamb isn't super prominent in American cuisine. It's pretty common in the rural parts of South UK, at least the parts that aren't just expensive housing estates nowadays. Every country suffers from their own localized version of the same problem. Critter food is considered uncivilized in the US, but in the country it's common. Yeah, it is considered, I mean, it's considered bumpkin. It's like country bumpkin shit. And then when you go into the Deep South, particularly in like minority communities in the Deep South, you'll get all sorts of weird shit there. Like, I grew up with my dad cooking pig ears and chicken feet and shit like that, and it smells disgusting, and I'd never liked it. I'd never liked that stuff. But he grew up eating that, you know. There are origins, the origin stories of that being, you know, those were the only parts of the animals that black people who were, you know, slaves and whatnot, and even freed slaves, were allowed to eat. The good parts of the animals were reserved for white people, basically. I got 2 boxes of small Mary Calendar ones because I forgot I already had a box and bought a second one. I do that a lot. It's like, there was one period of time where in my pantry I had literally 4 bottles of soy sauce. Unopened. 4 unopened bottles of soy sauce, like I was running an Asian restaurant. But it's just because, like, I would be like, oh, I need soy sauce. And then I'd go back to the grocery store and be like, oh, I need soy sauce. I've eaten way too many weird things in my life. The absolute aberrant stuff in the UK we have, eel pies. Oh, that sounds disgusting. I've never been a fan. I mean, I'm a big sushi person, but eel is, like, off limits for me on sushi. Any of that, like, squid too, honestly. It has that same kind of rubbery texture. Yeah, I grew up in Florida and kids would eat pickled pig's... Oh, God. Pickled pig's feet and gator. Gator's different. And stuff in school, and I hate the smell of both. I actually ate gator at a bar down off of Manchac a couple weeks back. It was pretty good. It was like a fried gator po' boy. Eel pie. I love some eel and sushi, though. We cooked all kinds of stuff on the res. Though I did grow up on lobster, fish, and other seafood, other seafood-like foods. Lobster. I mean, yeah, I like seafood. I mean, I was, raised in Japan. You're gonna have to get some seafood when you're on a tropical island in the middle of Japan. But there's still some stuff that's just off limits to me. I've never heard of eels being in a pies. Jellied eels I've heard of, but not in a pie. Lobster is amazing. Same with mussels. Alligator is pretty tasty, though. The po' boy I had was pretty good. I like eel rolls, not eel sashimi. I'm out on both of those things. Gator is like chicken to me, probably because both are reptiles. It did taste very chicken-esque, I will say that. Jellied eels are a hyper-localized dish from East London. It came from the days where people would eat whatever they could get their hands on. It's funny. I mean, I laugh because, that's what so much cuisine is. It's really, I don't know if there's any kind of documentary or anything out there that kind of shows the evolution of food as societies kind of stabilize. But obviously every living creature needs to consume something to sustain their life. And we're at a point now where it's become so luxurious, like food and the process of eating has become so luxurious and so, I guess, bourgeois that it's completely divorced from the animalistic nature of I need to shove some shit in my mouth if I want to wake up tomorrow. And when you look at like the earlier era of, needing to feed a village of people that don't know how to farm, and we don't have like trade or anything like that, you eat weird shit because you need to, like you have to. Winter is coming and you need to fatten up, so you're eating whatever the fuck you can get your hands on, and you're not doing anything fancy with it. That's what intrigued me the most about the medieval cooking YouTube channel, is because it was like, oh, this seems like an instance where people who may or may not, I don't know, they may be in a desperate situation, certainly more desperate than the situation I'm in right now, like really applied some artistry to cooking with limited resources around them. That's fascinating to me. Are you native Lulu? Had no idea. Used to love visiting my friend's res in New Mexico. Poor people coming up with different ways to use whatever they can get. Absolutely. Sloppy Joes are a great example. We're at a point as a species where we can deny food we don't like. Yeah, that's a huge luxury. It wasn't that long ago, like in America at least, during the Great Depression, when that was not a luxury that people could afford. Lobster used to be considered poor man's fish. Oh, crazy. Cooking History with Max Miller. I like watching Cooking History with Max Miller. I think that's what it was. Tasting History, Cooking History. I can't remember which one it was, but that sounds familiar. Yeah, northern tribes are like, let's eat blubber 3 meals a day. I put food in my mouth a lot. I propose we bring back the food pit that I've convinced myself was a thing. Just fill a pit with food and squat around it, eating out of it with your filthy fucking hands. Sounds disgusting, Toaster. I'm gonna veto that option. Although I do like when you roast a pig, if you ever had like roast pig in like the pit that they dig, that shit's really good. But that other shit you were describing sounds fucking awful. Indeed, my mom was Mohawk. When she passed, I was adopted by my cousin's tribe, a band of Cherokee that traces to the Calusa. That's awesome. I didn't even know that part. I knew the first part. I didn't know the second. That's how pandemics start. Yeah, exactly. Toaster's trying to start a pandemic. But this will require a fine touch. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's stability and overall trade as much as you can. Of course, there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. All right. You know what? Without fail, every time without fail, my stream will always devolve into food talk. I don't know why that is. I don't even know how we got on this subject, but it always devolves into just talking about food, and then I get really hungry. Food hole. You get in a hole and you bury up to your neck and force feed you until you gain the strength to escape the hole. Closer killed Ponce de Leon. Oh, okay. I'm not up on my native history, unfortunately. Beyond Pocahontas, I guess. Perfect, I am a baron. I get my hat. Sorry, typos, typing one-handed and knitting. It's almost like everyone likes food. Everyone seems to like food, but, well, I don't know if Lulu likes food. 95% of conversation I'm a part of evolves to food. Well, you're in the right location then. You're in the right location. I was talking with another streamer friend of mine tonight about plans that I have for. I want to do more cooking streams. That was actually a part of my 2024 New Year's resolution to do cooking streams, but for whatever reason it didn't happen. I'm prioritizing it for 2025. I'm definitely gonna do some cooking streams. I don't like food. I love food. I hate food. Yeah, Lulu, you're one of the few people I know. You're not the first. I've known plenty of others who actively hate food, but it is kind of a rarity. At its worst during World War II, a UK adult's weekly ration was bacon and ham, 4 ounces, other meat value of 1 shilling and 2 pence, equivalent to 2 chop. I don't know what the fuck that means. I'm American brain, though. Butter, 2 ounces, cheese, 2 ounces, margarine, 4 ounces, cooking fat, 4 ounces, milk, 3 pints, sugar, 8 ounces, preserves, 1 pound every 2 months, 2 tea ounces, eggs, 1 fresh egg, plus allowance of dried egg. Yeah, that sounds really shitty. Why isn't there a Spider-Man story set in ye olde England times where Osborn is a baron who's also a vampire that looks like an actual fucking goblin and is just walking labyrinth? It's just a walking labyrinth reference, and Spider-Man's literally cursed with spider powers to kill him. I feel like something like that should have been a thing by now. Toaster, it's specifically because you haven't written it yet. Because it sounds like you have the whole thing plotted out already, so that is on you to develop. There was no limit of fresh vegetables because people were encouraged to grow their own, which is how it should be. We need to get back to that point. We need to get back to that part. I try here to do my part to support local farms. It's been a while. I like to go to farmers markets, and then outside the farmers markets, just go to the actual farms themselves. We have a lot here in Texas. We have a lot of ranchers, a lot of farmers. You can get some great fresh beef, eggs, produce, whatever, if you're willing to just go a little bit out of your way to get it. But I feel like that moving more towards supporting your local community growers is much better than relying on our factory farm supply chain. So that's another resolution, a non-streamer resolution of mine for 2025 is to do more shopping at farms and farmers markets. Wouldn't it be so fucking cool though? Like the Madam Web of that would be a witch living in a hut in the swamp or some shit. Also, God, they have been sleeping on Madam Web. That movie was poop. The Craven movie is out now too, and that sounds like it's even worse than Madam Web. I do love to cook for other people, though. The Madame Web movie should have been 2 hours of Madame Web appearing in front of Peter screaming, "Peter, the blood needs spiders." Like 2 a.m. I'm a damn good cook and married a chef. Yeah, I want to do a cooking stream with Joe, too. I want to do a sushi stream. Check out a show called Wartime Farm. 2 archaeologists and 1 historian live the life of a British farmers for a full year set in World War II. I am going to punch that into my YouTube right now so I don't forget about it. That sounds awesome. Wartime Farm. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely watch that. That sounds awesome. My resolutions are just gym objectives. Mine are too, though. Like, mine are too. That's a big thing. Like, I started 2024 off really good, and I reached one of my health goals midway through the year. So I felt great about that. But once I did that, I just fell off of the map on it, and I need to get back on top. So nothing wrong with health goals, with gym goals. I want to join a boxing gym. That's the thing. I purposely avoided Madame Web. I still want to see Craven. That's brutal, man. I wouldn't if I were you. They do several other periods too. Victorian, Tudor. I'm aiming for a 250 kg deadlift by this time next year. See, I'm American, so I don't know how that translates. £550? I mean, what can you deadlift right now? Where are you at? What's your starting point? Let's do a deathly request. 205? I don't think 205 kg. So you're not even that far. You're not even that far off from your goal. You're not even that far off from your goal. £2.2 pounds to 1 kg. Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind. Metric system people. I've never tried deadlifting. It looks like it would hurt your back. And I have no interest in doing anything where I'm going to throw my back out. A noble is here to see you, Your Majesty. He says it's a delicate matter. Oh, Vince got possessed. Well, maybe he got possessed. We'll see. Alas, I'm not merely here for a social call. I sat down to speak with my great-great-uncle Joaquin, and I finally understand what he wants from me. In his youth, he was quite the rake, and he was having an affair with none other than Lulu Detley's great-great-grandmother. Oh, shit. He told me that his most passionate letters are hidden somewhere in her longhouse. They must be destroyed for the sake of my family's reputation. Wait, that was it? That's why he was haranguing you all that time? That's got me worrying about my letters or blackmail material, eh? Indeed so, Your Holiness. My grandfather always said Joaquin was very bad-tempered. I suppose that hasn't changed. The trouble is, Lulu Detley refuses to let me anywhere near her longhouse, and I dare not mention the reason, or she'll tell everyone and embarrass my family. Your Holiness, I beg you, please tell Lulu to throw open her door so I can lay the scandal to rest. Oh, I could make this decision myself. Oh. Oh, this doesn't even go to the council. Finally, some king shit. As long as you pay me tithe. Ooh. How much money do you have, Vince? Oh, you can afford that. You can afford that. As long as you pay me tithe, so I get 500. I don't know how that works. You lose 300, I get 500. I don't know how that works. Stability goes down, or yeah, stability goes down. You know, that's a little bit of bribery. A little bit of bribery. Lulu Detley must hear the truth. Defiance goes up, trade kind of counterbalances, and faith goes down. I'll order Chief Lulu to let you in. Appease your ancestors some other way. It's giving me a lot to think about here. I tried to get to the gym, you know, get abs and stuff, but I latched onto powerlifting because numbers go up. I mean, there's nothing wrong with powerlifting. I think it's awesome. I just like boxing. I like punching the shit out of things. And boxing is fun. Fighting is fun. I like fighting. And I used to do a lot of it as a kid, and I kind of miss it. Ever since I'm 6'5", so at a certain point, I used to get bullied as a kid, and I always fought back. I never let bullies just wail on me. I always got my ass kicked, but I went down swinging. But I started doing martial arts, and then, you know, I started to grow, and at a certain point, I hit a certain height when people just stopped fucking with me. And at that point, I was like, man, I'm ready to fight. Like, I'm ready to fight. Why does nobody not want to fight? Like, I've been fighting my whole life, getting my ass kicked, but now I'm pretty positive I could turn the tables, and nobody wants to step up to me anymore. Like, this kind of sucks. But you know, it's still fun to just wail on a punching bag or learn a new martial art for me. I've never done actual like pro boxing, but I've always been a fan of it, and now I just want to get into it. It's great cardio. I love deadlifting, but I have hypermobility, especially in my hips. No deadlifting for me. How dare. Tyrant. I haven't done anything yet. I might go with appease your ancestors some other way. I might do that. You should be so lucky to fuck a Northern Warrior Queen. Devin, you would be a monster in jiu-jitsu. I can't do that. You want my 6'5" ass to get down on the floor? Like, as soon as I go down the floor to try to grapple, all they have to do is pop back up on their feet. Cause like a 6'4" dude trying to get up off the ground that's just an open season. They're just gonna wail on me. Like, jiu-jitsu are for small people. Small people, stocky people, like those guys, those little spider monkeys that can get down there and really like fuck you up. Like tall people, like I've got the weight advantage, I guess, but I do not have on-ground mobility. So I don't think that's the way I should go. I've got reach, so I can't really see, but I've got long arms, so punching is good. I've got pretty long legs, so kicking is also good. So punching and kicking is where I'm at. Like, I wanted to do Muay Thai, but then I saw those motherfuckers kicking trees with their shins, and I was like, I'm out. Not kicking trees with my shins. Same, I was the shortest, skinniest kid, and my dad always told me to fuck bullies, fight back. And I got in a fight at school, and he wouldn't give me shit about it. Yeah, I always tell people, fight back. Fight, just throw a punch. Several, if you need to. If you have the capacity, bully your bullies. That's what I always tried to do. Like, dudes would come up and start, like, fucking with me and punching me and shit, and then I'd, like, trip them. When their back was turned, I'd trip them. I'd sucker punch them. You know, I'd do all sorts of shit. I would never just let it slide. Like, the worst thing you could do is let it slide. You know, and they were never happy. Like, I would smack them and shit, and then they'd fucking beat up on me. But, hey, I let them know. And at a certain point, they just kind of like chilled. At a certain point, it was just like, all right, well, it's not fun if you're just gonna, you know, wait until I turn around and then, you know, kick me in my junk. It's a 90% chance with the appeasing. I'm doing it. Very well, Your Highness. I did hear that great-great-uncle Joaquin had a great fondness for candied fruit. Yeah, they had the Defiance. They had the Defiance to spare, so he leaves crestfallen. Over the next few weeks, he collects a prodigious amount of candied fruits, leaving them as an offering for great-great-uncle Joaquin. He's very fond of them indeed. Hey, that succeeded. I mean, it wasn't gonna fail, but soon it becomes popular. Really? You're gonna do this again? No, snooze. Soon it becomes unpopular among the peasantry to leave out candied fruit to protect against ghostly forces. Merchants do a roaring trade in all things across the South, and great-great-uncle Joaquin rests easily. So faith goes down. It's already low, which is weird for the South. But trade is fucking popping. Trade is popping. Hell yeah. Alright, let's see what... Begging for scrap sounds bad. Let's see what's going on in the march. Oh, Baron Toaster is back. When Baron Toaster enters the council chambers, his clothes are stained and rumpled and his face is haggard. Which, honestly, Toaster, that sounds like a description. That's the mental image that I have of you normally, I think. So I guess that's fitting. My servants have finally left, my liege. It's a disaster. How did this happen? My fortress is crumbling. Great God. I am utterly penniless. Wait, why did you get into... Wait, penniless? Oh, wait, what? Toaster, why do you have no money? What happened? Did you always have no money? Or did you spend it all? Did you spend all your money in the auction? I am utterly penniless. I beg for whatever spare coin the council can give. Can the council help the destitute Baron Maniacal Toaster? A. Chief Lulu is wealthy. She should help. Yes. Yes. Look at that. She's the richest by a large margin. I vote for A. B. The crown should provide funds from the treasury. Not a fan of that one. Or C. You must deal with it yourself. That leads to a military option? The fuck does that mean? Oh, how did the march end up with the worst military? Oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with your military? I mean, I'm vetoing the crown should supply funds, because that's not happening. Expensive ass deer park. Sorry, Lulu. Well, I mean, the treasury's closed, but I'm leaving it to the council. You guys could either make Lulu pay, tax the rich, wealth tax, or we could let Toaster fend for himself, which somehow leads to a military option. That's a little concerning, but let's see which way it goes. We stand together against this overreach. There's no overreach going on here. I didn't tell Toaster to spend all of his money on a deer park. He's not even around to vote for it. Oh, wait, there he is. God damn it. Oh, wait, it's tied. So now it ultimately is my decision. I spent all my money on my own because I like parks. Fair enough. A deer park sounds nice, but seems like you might be living in it soon. All right, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna make Lulu pay? Or am I gonna... I don't know. I am very curious about C, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, Toaster. It's nothing personal against you. 40%, I'm pretty positive that's gonna fail. If it doesn't fail, then I'm really curious about what that actually means. Oh, wait, are we dying? This prodigy can live in the park. Do it for the plot. Yes, you know what? I'm doing it for the plot. C. I'll get your money somewhere else, Lulu. Oh. Aye, your highness. Oh, you're sad now. You're sad. When Baron Toaster heads home, he sends out his troops to strike out over the Tavaladese border in search of loot. Oh, you're invading another... Holy shit. You're invading another country. You succeeded! Oh! Oh! What the fuck? 40% and you... Okay, Toaster. Shit. They come back laden with trophies and gold. Baron Maniacal Toaster's home becomes quite the gilded fortress. But the most unassuming prize turns out to be the most valuable. Okay, so it succeeded. Your defiance went down, somehow telling you to deal with it yourself. But all you got was $300? That's not much. It's a gauntlet made of pitted steel that reputedly belonged to a spy. We'll do that. Reputedly belonged to a spy fighting for independence from Ashmead. And a wealthy Tavalanese historian pays handsomely for its return. Holy shit. You did a raid. You did a raid. you hold on, where are they at? Wait, how did you do that? That's not even your border. How did you raid Tavalin from way over there? You crossed through the south? Do the nobles in the south know about this? You sneaky son of a bitch. You saw these guys over here and you're like, Ashmead, nah, these guys fuck. We're gonna go over there and we're gonna mess with Tavalin. We're just gonna sneak through the south real quick. Alright, well shit. Duly noted. I'm all about a wealth tax, but I go crazy for the plot. Hey everyone, yo, what's up Arachnid? Welcome back to the stream. How you doing tonight? A bog. See, plot wins. This time it actually turned out really well for everyone. I'm a fucking titan of stealing shit. I love stealing shit. I love taking things. Yeah, that's what, Futurama? Is that a Bender special? I haven't thought about that in like over a decade, honestly. Should join in? Not sure if I have anybody on my team. Surely the other nation won't go to war against us. I walked by telling anyone who didn't like it to fuck off. I'm over here messing with software and troubleshooting, or I'd join. Doing some tech support. We distracted the South by pretending to build a church. Every time someone said anything, I started barking. Oh, you did the DMX. Futurama is great and still going on Hulu. Well, maybe I'll have to check it out sometime. It's been some years. Oh, it's time to tax. Let's see. I mean, obviously, taxing the North seems appropriate. I think I'll leave the Barons alone. I'm a little frustrated that I could never raise taxes to the level that I can cut them. Like I could cut taxes by 700 but only raise them by 400. And it's like, do I want to do that with the Grandees? They've got the Defiance to spare. Don't mind us, just missionaries passing through. Notices the tax. Sure, raise the defiance of the chaotic one. What could go wrong? Hey, I let you go. I let you go by exploring the military option with Toaster, so this is just the bill coming due for that. I'll leave the Grandees alone. I'll leave them alone. It's the Lulu tax. You've got almost $5,000. You need it to be taxed. We do not let criminals or corporals, a new contraption. Oh, my ambition. Let's see.
Who in the hell does he think he is? Who does he think he is?
I am the king, and I think I'm about to win. Am I gonna win this? All goes according to plan, Your Majesty. Let me show you. Your spy master takes you through a secret passage in your own private office. You emerge into a hidden chamber where a number of hooded figures are waiting. These are my agents. They can blend into a crowd as effortlessly as they can slip a knife between a traitor's ribs. Why didn't I know about this chamber? Or, how can you be sure of their loyalty?
I am day drunk. Get ready to see my dick.
Why did I know about this chamber? Don't worry about it. The palace is riddled with secret passages and hidden rooms. I'll keep track of them for you. Soon, our spies will infiltrate the courts of all the nobles on your council disguised as traveling bards. One of the spies tosses aside her cloak, revealing a lute and colorful costume of a troubadour. With charm and flattery, they'll worm their way into your nobles' hearts and minds. Then we will have a spy network the likes of which the world has never seen. I hope to make even the Gaunt of Tabalin look like rank amateurs. Can they give us a song? A few notes are plucked on the lute. The assembled spies launch into a ballad. It's actually not bad. Your toe is tapping. If you think this is good, you should see them throw a knife. Can cut a rope at 30 yards. They will learn to fear me. Indeed, Your Majesty. My spy master's like, yeah, whatever, man. A week passes before you hear more news. Your spy master arrives in your office with a tiny scroll, small as a cherry stem, clutched between her 2 fingertips. This is a message from one of our agents in the field, Your Majesty. I sent her to Baron the Apoth's keep, disguised as a singing jester, armed with a lute and a set of juggling balls. Oh, wonderful news. Don't get too excited. This is only the first step. Let's see what she has to say. Succeeded. I mean, that was 90%. The spy master studies the scroll for a moment, and a smile creeps across her face. She holds it over a candle flame, and it vanishes in a puff of cinders. She's been welcomed into Baron Apoth's court with open arms and is already flattering him with fawning songs. Let's hope our other spies are just as successful. Over the next few weeks, you receive back word from more and more of your agents. Almost all of them have successfully wormed their way into the nobles' courts. Now, we must hope they can maintain their cover. Oh, this is based off of stability? Yeah, this is the most stable kingdom I've ever had. A few more weeks pass. You wait anxiously for news of your spy's progress. One day, your spy master appears at your desk, her face lit by a triumphant smirk. Good news, Your Majesty. Our spies have uncovered some of your nobles' darkest secrets. Did you know Baron the Apoth has an irrational fear?
There's no surprise there.
A rational fear of lemons? You do now. You have a few illicit romances between the nobles and our generically attractive bards. The blackmail writes itself. My genius knows no about. This calls for a bout of maniacal laughter. Yes, Your Majesty, let it all out. A bout of insane laughter now and then is good for the soul. But we can't get complacent. We must see if our other spies are equally successful. Over the next few weeks, you send spies. Your spies send back more and more positive reports. Soon you've established a spy network throughout the entire kingdom. It's with this sense of smugness that you call your next council session. As the nobles file in, you realize you know all their secrets, their weaknesses, everything. Baron, oh, this is the first time we've seen your character, I think. Baron, real men grow beards. Ironically, beardless. Ironically beardless there. Listen, my liege, I was thinking that taxes have been awfully high lately. Why don't we hold a vote on reducing them? Oh, we can call a vote, no problem. But as the nobles walk up to the ballot box, her spy master swoops in and takes them aside. She whispers in their ear. One by one, you watch their expressions turn to horror. By the 9th, how did you know that? Only my mother knows about that. And it can stay that way. Just vote the way we tell you to vote. I destroyed the evidence. You can't prove anything. You'd be surprised what I can prove. I know exactly where to dig, but if you vote the way I tell you, maybe I'll misplace my shovel. Hey, care for some lemonade? Oh, the Apoth, you've got a fancy ass fucking hat, man. Your guy looks kitted up here. Leave me alone. I'll do whatever you say. Sure enough, when the votes come back, it's unanimous. All the nobles, for perhaps the first time, have voted exactly how you wanted them to. I could get used to this. When you leave the council hall, the nobles are quiet. They know a new era has begun. An era of cooperation, or else. Your spy master meets you outside, unable to keep the sly smile off her face. We did it. This is where my reign really begins. Everyone who has ever crossed me will pay. Or we should start teaching little Ruperta how to follow in my footsteps. I'll do that one. After this, I think he'll be wearing a crown one day. That night, you sleep an untroubled sleep for the first time since you first sat on the throne. No matter their grievances, the nobles will never again dare to defy you. You simply need to mention offhandedly that you know what they did last winter, or that you know where they sleep at night. Hey, here we go. R.I.P. He won. You should have spies to spy on the spies, and another set of spies to spy on the second set of spies. That's usually how it goes. That's how they did it in Game of Thrones. How dare? If anything, our taxes are too low. Don't worry, guys. He'll start a new game before the session ends. Fancy hat. Didn't save me from that lemon stealers, though. We usually do King of the Castle on Saturdays. I'm sure if more people show up on Saturdays, he'll play more. Even when it's just a couple people, I'll still. All I need are 3. All I need are 3 spread out, and I'll play it. It's a fun game. I like it. I wish there were more like it. Start a game with the East? You want me to start a new one? I could start a new one. The monarch is victorious. The attempt to woo Gordius to the marcher cause was doomed to failure. Oh, that was the wizard. Eventually, the wizard, bored of the mortal quabbles, burned the Baroness. Oh my god! Royal isn't here tonight, but damn, she's toasted. I wonder if that means she gets a number the next time she plays. Burn Baroness Royal to a crisp with one well-placed fireball. The grandees prayed and I think this is the first time I've seen a player die as part of the ending. I mean, besides the monarch. The grandees prayed and prayed for a miracle to place Andona in her rightful place on the throne, but no miracle came. The chiefs decided that it was time the time must not have been ripe. The prophecy was quietly forgotten by all except the god speakers who waited for the right omens to arise again. King Ruperta III ruled from the shadows, getting his way in the council with blackmail and threats. The nobles were terrified, but the peasants considered it a golden age. After 15 years of unquestioned rule, Ruperta III died peacefully in bed, and the nobles let out a collective sigh of relief. It just depends, really, when my work is scheduled for Saturday nights. I hear you. Well, if you're free on a Saturday night, pop on in and we'll be playing. You don't get numbers for the prologue deaths. Oh, okay. Dude, I died 4 times in prologues. Did you? I don't recall. I mean, I recall you dying many, many times throughout the game, but not through the prologues. Wait, there was one time I remember you died in a prologue. Honestly, I think that's what fucked up your numbering too, dying in the prologue. Luckily for me, due to my inability to register anything, I'm immortal. I liked how your character came into the council all sad-sacked and asking for money, and they were like, figure it out yourself. And you were like, yes, my lord, I'll figure it out myself. And you shuffle on out. And then you lead a party of raiders to successfully raid a kingdom 2 countries over, somehow. And manage to build up a little bit of wealth and reputation. That was a good move on your part. Alright, game length, 2 years, 9 months, from $9.99 to $10... Wait, what? Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. For some reason, I was thinking of the 15 years that he ruled in the epilogue. Spouse Tristano. Oh yeah, old Tristano. I forgot all about him. Tristano. Wasn't he like the dude that kept cheating on me or something? And then successor is King Ruperta IV. The wealthiest monarch is Lulu, of course. And the poorest one was Big Stick Stew. Look at that. That was so close to being Toaster. Actually, Toaster, I think he may have had the same amount of money, though. But I guess he breaks the tie. As for the kingdom... Oh, that's Ruperto the Fourth? What a fancy lad. He's got the little glasses and the... Geez, okay. Interesting. Authority was at 6. Treasury at 3610. Stability at 10. Quite a kingdom he inherits. Trade is poppin'. Farming's poppin'. Military is mostly poppin'. Faith is gone. And defiance is mid. There's a little bit more defiance than you'd like there to be, but all in all, not bad. Not bad. I walk out all sad, sulking, take a deep breath, and just scream a battle cry, sprinting for someone's house with a big rock I grabbed. It should have been me. Funny enough, in my real-life family, I'm the 4th of my generation, so seeing a monarch reach that is interesting. Oh, I don't know if I've ever known... I've known some juniors. I've never known a 3rd, and I definitely have never known a 4th. I'm the noble determined to be poor as fuck. I am feeling bad. I guess it's time for violence. Yes, I like that. I actually like that a lot. It's like Droopy Dog. It's like a Droopy Dog with like a really violent streak. Yes, Your Highness. I guess I'll have to figure this out on my own. And then he pulls out like a Glock. Do you want me to make a new one? Start a new one, I guess? I can start a new one. I mean, I have so many. I have so many that are just like hanging. Monarch Vanja. I don't even remember this dynasty. I wanted my name to be SOB Vince Jr. SOB Vince Jr. But my ex-wife didn't, so that's how Ganon got his name. Oh, you wanted to name your son. I was like, wait, you want to name your son a bitch? What? My buddy doesn't have a middle name, and he's the 5th, so it's just a 5 where his middle name should be. Oh, I've never even heard of that either. Like John 5 Walker. Droopy Dog with Stewie Griffin vibes. Stewie Griffin vibe of an armory. Oh yeah, I have to come up with names. I'm gonna name this one Lucid. How do they... His name is John. Oh, his name is John, so it's John 5 last name. Interesting. That's an interesting naming convention. I've never heard that before. Let's call it the Paramount Dynasty. And the only reason why I called it that is because my One Piece trading card game is right here, and it's the Paramount War Pack. So I just looked down there and was like, ah, Paramount. That works. That's fine. Alright, playing on Twitch. Alright, which regions do we want? Lulu votes for the Counts of the East, so I will do the Counts of the East. What are the other ones we want? I bought my brother's wife a Boglin for Chrysler. A Boglin. East. I already have the East selected. I'm a basic Norwegian American bitch, so I want Chiefs of the North. Okay. Chiefs. Let's add the coast for pirates. Partitions of the coast. You know, these guys are always sons of bitches. I don't like the partitions. We'll run with them. I don't like them, but we'll run with them. All right, everybody, do your exclamation point joins. Don't you mean Sons of Beaches? I feel like I would like the beaches of the Grandees more than I would like the beaches of the Partitions, to be honest. They just have more of a southern vibe. I've already mentioned before about how this game, the map, is basically Westeros, but kind of reversed. It seems to me like the Grandees are more of like the Dorne kind of country. Alright. Yes, I'm a Viking. Oh, you got into the north like you wanted. You can choose which faction to join if you own the game, right? I forgot what my Viking looks like. Alright, so we got Toaster and the Apoth and the Chiefs. We have Lulu and Big Stick Stew and the Counts. And we have Hyena Droid, Vince, and Wisp. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing tonight, Wisp? Popped in just in time to join the Partitions at the start of this. I know I customized my Viking, but I forgot how. Alright. Let's do the council introductions first, so we can see what a few of you look like. Your nobles hail from across the kingdom, the wintry north, the desolate east, and of course, the wealthy coast. Alright, that's what you look like, Toaster. Not bad. You've got the white guy dreads going on here. A nice scraggly beard. You got the wolf hat. Pretty solid look. Good luck good luck in the days ahead, Your Majesty. You'll need it dealing with us a lot. All right, let's see what the east looks like. Lulu, I've seen your character before. Yeah, you've got the veil. An honor to finally make your acquaintance, Your Highness. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. A doom befell my predecessor? And then Vince. This guy looks suspicious. He's wearing a mask while introducing himself to the new queen. A pleasure, Your Serene Highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. With that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Alright. Look at my boy. Yeah, Dad'll be awake long. Well, I guess hang out while you're still awake. There are braids. White people should never get dreads. Only filthy hippies who vote Trump do that? Trump? Are those guys Trump voters now? I don't keep up with what white guy dreads do anymore. Hippies are Trump supporters now. I guess it depends. I could see there is an overlap for sure. I think Austin hippies might be a little different. I think there are some Austin hippies that might be Trump supporters, but there are a lot of Austin hippies that are crunchy anarchists. Technically, Lucid is a monarch since you chose they, them pronouns, so king is male, queen is female, and monarch is non-binary. Thank you for that explanation. I didn't even catch that. It says it right there, Monarch Lucid. Gendered nouns. Gendered nouns. They've stopped the whole peace and love man stick and focus on being white and rich shit now. I'm not crunchy. I don't think you're a hippie though. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Why the hurry? To delay any longer would make the nobles restless, and when nobles get restless, they take out their daggers and look for the nearest back. Very well, what must I do? As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Of course. Shall I call in the nobles? All right, first vote's up. What's my coronation gonna be? Host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine? Force the Commodores to swear a blood oath. Hell yeah. That's metal as fuck. Throw the monarch into the river. That one's the one that always gets the votes. The nobles put on a vast banquet for the nobles put on a vast banquet for the monarch. Okay. I always veto A because I don't want to start off $1,000 poorer for no reason. But I'll leave the rest to y'all. What? But wine. I'm not gonna let you just automatically deduct 1,000 gold from my treasury for no reason at the start of the game. I think that's actually how I ended up losing that first game I played. Because I started off like with barely any money, and then bad shit kept happening. I can't believe you say no to a fuck ton of alcohol. Alright, are all the votes in? Are we gonna force the Commodores to swear a blood oath? I'm for it. I'm for it. The common citizens of the capital are lined up in a winding queue that loops along a dozen streets. One by one, they are brought before your throne, bowing and scraping. After a bit of prodding from your watchmen, each citizen slices... Ugh, they do that thing where they just like... slice the palm and smears their blood on your boots, swearing their eternal loyalty. No amount of scrubbing will save your shoes after this. So my authority is now commanding. The last monarch to hold a blood oath ceremony was King Timian the Mad, who also once declared war on the color blue. Why does that sound like a toaster thing? Who once declared war on the color blue. The peasants muttered darkly that another tyrant now sits on the throne. Stability goes down one. Maybe. I might not be a tyrant. Your Majesty, when you die, how will you hope your kingdom will remember you? As a conqueror, peacekeeper, parent of the nation, monarch, greatest monarch who ever lived, architect of the Golden Age, or as a saint? Let's see. Let's go with as a conqueror. A warrior monarch is sure to be remembered fondly if they win more battles than they lose. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall military as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Okay. I don't trust the color blue. The mere sight of it drives me to a blind rage. Incidentally, I'm always fucking angry. Here we go. For the counts, Lorelei of the Big Stick Stew Dynasty, legendary Eastern orator, leans delicately on a podium, sighing. My fellow counts, in ancient times, the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false monarch Lucid wears the crown. How are you doing it, counts? A, subterfuge, B, uprising, or C, ascension? Got Lulu and Stu. Okay, we have subterfuge. The counts plan to replace the monarch's advisor with their own agents. First, they must prove they're doing a bad job. To advance their scheme, the counts must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Well, they already win there. Sorcha of the Apoth clan, infamous Northern Elder, stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam screaming like a fallen god. Chiefs of the North, We all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter monarch Lucid. How do we make that happen? Alright, north. That's Toaster and Apoth. A, sorcery, B, doppelganger, or C, hornblower. Seems like a good choice already there. That happens a lot. That happens a lot, where the goal that they offer is already achieved right off the bat. Are you northern guys gonna vote? All right, see it is. Oh shit, I'm gonna be excited when this toothbrush shows up. It's always nice to be excited about things like that. Also, speaking of hornblower, Wisp, I think I owe you a blow the horn from last night. I think you redeemed that, and I didn't get around to it, so no time like the present, I suppose. I always honor my channel redeems, so bear with me for a second while I try to do this quickly. Whew. Nailed it. Oh man, I'm lightheaded now. All right, there you go, Wisp. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. The shofar? I don't even know where my shofar is, honestly. I have no idea where my shofar is. Almost got it. I got it mostly. Mostly by the end, I was there. The chiefs plan to dig up Oddheld's legendary horn and use it to take over the kingdom. First, they must win the favor of the gods by diminishing the kingdom's belief in the ninth. To advance their scheme, they must lower the all regions' faith to 12 or less in 4 seasons. Oh, they already got that too. Eulalia of the Hyena Droid family, legendary coastal elder, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, explaining in measured prose. Fellow partitions of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Monarch Lucid. Something must be done. Alright, partitions. That's 3 of you. That's Hyena Droid, Vince, and Wisp. How are you going to do it? Intimidation, conspiracy, or corruption? This works for me because I vote against the church all the time by default. I think we all do. I thought that was the shofar. Oh no, that's just this is my normal Viking horn. I got this one at a Ren Fair here in town. It's when this thing is screwed on, it's a drinking horn, but then when I screw this off, it's a blowing horn. And it's pretty nice quality too. I don't know where my shofar is. I gotta look for that thing. Alright. Conspiracy, lower treasury. Oh, you sons of bitches. The partitions plan to sink the monarch under an ocean of debt. To advance their scheme, they must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 3 seasons. Well, that's one that's not auto-filled. All right, laws. What am I doing for laws? Monarch's Iron Choice, Call for Unity, or Royal Gamble? I guess Monarch's Iron Choice. Alright. Honor Guard. Let's take care of my Honor Guard first. Your Highness, I have a brilliant idea. Why don't you hold a battle royale to choose your Honor Guard? You know what, Lulu? I like your thinking. If you let us host it in the East, I'll even pay for it. The spectacle will boost our economy massively. And of course, I'm confident the Eastern Knights will win. Your Majesty, this is pointless. Why don't you just choose an Honor Guard and have done with it? Hell no, I'm gonna do the Battle Royale. I mean, that's gonna cost money. But it's gonna be awesome. Oh shit, it cost you a lot of money, Lulu. How exquisite. I'll begin organizing the event at once. A week later, you receive word that the Battle Royale is due to begin, held on the battlements of Countess Lulu's castle. You travel down to spectate along with a horde of murder fans, from across the kingdom. Trade in the East is now prosperous. Welcome one and all. Today's competitors are Northern Warrior Heroes, Eastern Knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose, and the Partition's greatest gladiators, Champions of the Arena. Who will you support, Your Highness? Isn't an honor guard supposed to be like comprised of soldiers from all over the empire as a symbol or some shit? I think generally speaking, yes, but hey, they can be mercenaries in this game for all you want. They could be, in this game, they're just gonna be gladiators, I guess. Who am I supporting? Northern Warriors, Eastern Knights, or Coastal Gladiators? When the Grandies are around, I always go for the Battle Knights. Absent the Battle Knights, I usually go for the Femboy Army. Femboy Army. Psst, Devin. Viking Guards. Come on. You know who knows how to guard a castle better than the people that fuck castles. You raise a compelling point there, Toaster. I mean, we're gonna find out when this Battle Royale happens, but which one's the Femboy Army? We just call them that. I don't think they're I don't know what they are. I'll root for them. You know what? I'll root for the Eastern Knights. Why not? A wise choice. Now let's watch a little blood get spilled, shall we? Watch the fight. 40% chance. These guys. I mean, they might not even be. They might just be Fem. The bell rings. The Northern Warrior scarcely has time to catch his breath before the Eastern Knight is also upon him, raising her voice in song. Yeah, that's just a Fem army. Sparks fly as blades clash. Is this guy me? He's a bald black guy with a white beard? Well, now I kind of wish I was rooting for him. He's got a pretty awesome, like, skull pauldron on, too. I like that. This guy's ready. Oh, shit. We have a bald Viking. Everyone knows Vikings can't fight without hair. He makes up for it, though, with this braided beard. Like, all the hair just migrated down to, like, his beard. The three fighters dart back and forth, almost too fast for your eye to follow. Once, twice, a blade finds its mark. Blood sprays, and finally someone stands victorious. It's the Eastern Knight. You know, I'm glad that I vouched for them, but I'm also bummed that the guy that was kind of me just got wiped out. It's the Eastern Knight, her sword raised in triumph above her head. Her opponents lie dead at her feet. Most pleasing. I knew we could do it. Looks like you have the honor guard you wanted, Your Majesty. My authority goes to Imperius. Alright. So, the songstress and Anu, there's always shit going on in the oh wait, this is the north, okay. Well, something's going on in the east. I always have a suspicion. Nothing good ever happens in the east. Good things will happen in other parts of the kingdom, but nothing good ever comes from the east. Alright, Chief Apoth. Your Highness, a bard who calls herself the Songstress has been making waves in the north. Her performances are attracting huge crowds, so huge that there have been brawls and stampedes as people pushed closer to the stage. There have been no deaths yet, but it's only a matter of time. With every concert, the riots get worse. What can we do to nip this in the bud? Alright, what are we doing about this Taylor Swift here? A, ban her from performing. B, ensure her shows have adequate security. C, invite her to the palace for a private show. D, this is not a matter for the council's attention. I want to invite her to the palace. I'm gonna vote for C. Bring her into the palace. Let's see what her songs are all about. Let's see if she's worthy of the hubbub. All right. Come on, guys. Let's go for C here. That's what we really want to see here. Alright. I had to close that out before something dire happened. I'm using my we're a democracy of sorts here, but the second that timer ends, I close the voting so nothing else gets counted. I stopped the count. Stop the count. I saw that A sneak in there. I stopped the steal. Gods be good. Instead of stopping this madness, we reward it. Your Chancellor extends an invitation to the Songstress for a performance in your palace. It is graciously accepted. You can't wait to see what all the fuss is about.
May Allah awaken the people and help them to see the evil doings of Israel and the United States.
All right, let's... Thought I heard one of my cats. It's actually kind of weird that Suki isn't in here. She's usually in here for these. All right, let's see what's going on in the east, in the dreaded east. Oh, look at this. See, nothing good ever happens in this fucking place. Your Majesty, a count by the name of Big Stick Stew wants to present you with a new invitation.
Obama.
Your Majesty, we are entering a modern age, a more humane age, yet botched executions are commonplace. Decapitations where the head doesn't come off, or hangings where it does. No more. Behold, a merciful machine for removing heads quickly and painlessly. I call it the Big Stick Stew. He swishes away a cloth to reveal a huge machine of iron and wood. It has a hole for someone to place their head in and a heavy blade dangling ominously above it. The sight sends chills down your spine. So what, it's just a guillotine? You want to name this horrible thing after yourself? Why not? This is a machine of mercy. With a little funding, Your Majesty, I can distribute the Big Stick Stew across... I'm sorry, but that's a very funny name for a guillotine. The Big Stick Stew. Place him in the Big Stick Stew. I kind of want that now. I kind of want that in like old French Revolution documentaries. I'll bring this to the council. Fine, but we are not calling it the Big Stick Stew. No, I want to call it the Big Stick Stew. It'll fuck a head up real good. No pain, just gone. What's going in the guillotine? The head or the big stick? Well, I guess that's up to the council to decide. You won't regret this. Alright, council. Oh, test it! Wait, test it on Count Big Stick Stew himself? How can we not? I'm sorry, Stu. Nothing personal. Nothing personal against you. But how can we not choose B? How can we not choose B? How can we not choose? I am. You know what? I'm vetoing that one. I am desperate. I am desperate for all of you to choose B. Go for it. No offense, Stu. No offense, nothing personal, but we have to figure this part out. We've got to see what happens here. I like how Stu is like, we should just roll it out. We should just roll this one out. Treason. It's not treason. We have to see if this contraption works the way that you I mean, we're gonna name it after you. What better way to christen this device's inception than to test it on the very person it will be named after? And look, it's, aside from yourself, Stu, it's unanimous. So you'll be next, my lord. What? No. I just wanted to help people. That's quite a bit of help building a guillotine. Count Big Stick Stew is dragged to the Count Big Stick Stew is dragged to the Big Stick Stew by your watch captain, and his head is forced into the hole. No, please. Shinked. Oh man, a brutal execution. A brutal execution. For no reason other than just having invented a device. You know what? I'm gonna hit y'all with one of these. I got some necromancy I'm working on. Fear not. My son will not forget this. Yeah, he just rolled right on into your spot anyways, so we got our first number. We got our first number here. Big Stick Stew 2, which is kind of a funny thing to say, has joined the council. He's like, wow, that is helpful. I like how he even kind of looks like he's in awe. It's like, oh, that actually worked really well. With the value of the Big Stick Stew now proven, you take money from Count Big Stick Stew's estate to fund the rollout across the kingdom. Damn, we must have just hated your ass. Alright, Big Stick Stew comes into the council significantly poor. No idea why we didn't like Stu. We fucking cut your head off and then took your money and used it to roll out your own killing implement. Alright. Soon you're chopping through the backlog of condemned prisoners with unprecedented speed and unprecedented mercy. Authority is now iron-fisted. Damn. And you robbed my fiefdom. we kind of went wild on you a bit, Stu. Again, nothing personal. I killed your dad. Fuck you. Give me 250,000 gold. Damn. I didn't do poorly for you there. But hey, you know what? I think this was just the first season, so plenty of time to turn things around. Start the auction now. I'll be back in a second. I gotta use the bathroom. All right, what do we have here? We have a library and we have a monument. Authority goes up. All stability goes up. Okay, well. Oops, I forgot about this. I threw all my gold into raising stability after you tanked it for a gag, Devin. You better be fucking grateful. Oh, you're poor again. Damn, you could have just done like 999 and kept a penny for yourself. I'll remember this when you come to the Monarch asking for some money. People were funding other stuff. I had to. I appreciate it. Thanks for looking out. Finding a spouse. In the twisty passage of your castle, you can avoid advisors, the nobles, even the spy master, but there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. I've been busy. You better find the time. Don't worry, I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or you not mind? Annie. Excellent. I'll send out messages to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Private show. Chief Apoth. Your Greatness, the songstress has arrived. She's just tuning her lyre, and then she'll perform for us all. A few minutes later, the songstress sweeps into the council hall. She's carrying herself with incredible confidence and immediately begins to pluck out a tune. Her music is the most beautiful thing you've ever heard. Your cheeks are damp with tears. The marshal begins sobbing. Even the spy master hides her face in her hands. She must be that lady from The Witcher. Once I was a nobody, but now you'll kneel before me. Wait. I'm not gonna kneel. I should order the palace watch to arrest her. Your knees buckle and you find yourself kneeling before her. The rest of the council follows suit without hesitation. That's not what I chose. It would be treachery to show me your treasury. Oh, she's gonna fucking steal from me. Break free of the enchantment. There's no dice roll on this, so I feel like... There's no dice roll from this, for I feel like I'm just gonna get fucked. As soon as you try, the thought vanishes immediately from your mind. Sorry, did you say something about what? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. You show her down to the treasury and help her shovel gleaming piles of gold into some special sacks that she brought for the occasion. How clever of her. Now forget this day completely to wrap this all up neatly. Man, she fucking fleeced me. Forget everything just happened. You go to bed with a raging headache. You wake up the following morning, the past 24 hours are a blur. It's a shame the songstress never arrived. I was looking forward to her performance. I have a nagging feeling I forgot something. Probably just trapped wind, Your Highness. It's a common symptom of stress, and after the recent burglary, we're all a little on edge. Man, just walked right in, and how do I not have like a court wizard? Or a magician or somebody that can be like, hey, wait a second. Hey, wait a second. This might be an enchanted person, you know. Damn, find her. I need to find that fucking troubadour. I've got a big stick stew with her name on it. Your Majesty, I've received a letter from Chief Apoth. There's trouble brewing. Oh no, what happened? It's serious, an insurrection. It all started when the peasants got hungry. They've surrounded Chief Apoth's longhouse and are demanding he give up his riches. Does he have riches to give up? That's a good question. I guess. I wouldn't call those riches. I mean, we're all kind of poor. This is a very poor-ass country right now. This is what happens when you neglect your citizens. What happens when you coddle your citizens. Well, since I'm a ruthless authoritarian, I feel like that last one is what I would say. Indeed, Your Majesty. He asked the council to send aid. Gather northern forces to remove the peasants. Make Chief Apoth pay the peasants to leave. Give Chief Apoth no. Veto C. I'll let you guys figure it out the other way, but the treasury cannot be touched anymore. The fools, I'm more poor than them. I'm more poor than them. got 2 to make Apoth pay. 1 for the gathering northern forces. Oh, it seems like we're just gonna make Apoth pay. Alright, voting is closed. The peasants are delighted with their newfound prosperity. Chief Apoth less so. When he next returns to the council, he sends a pitch-dark glare in your direction. Okay, the north is grumbling, and his wealth goes down just a little bit. That wasn't a whole lot. That wasn't a whole lot. No more muns for you, Apoth. We're poor as fuck. Everybody is poor. Even Wisp, who has the most money, still doesn't have that much. But I guess it's just the start of the game, though. Oh. Oh. Cruel tax, cruel tax, cruel tax. Go! Give me back my money that fucking that fucking bard stole from me. They barely took any money. I have 300 gold, you dick. Wait, well, hold on, where are you at? Okay. I mean, Toaster is fucked, but that was from the auction. That was from the auction, so that has nothing to do with me. Everybody else, y'all still have some money to work around with. Yo, Spymaster Gaming, welcome back to the stream. How you been? You joined in on the counts, and you instantly become the richest person in the game now. I'll remember how much you helped me with money, Toaster. Proceeds to tax me to total bankruptcy. Don't worry about it, Toaster. Trust me. Trust me on this one. I got you. I got you. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Hi, not bad. Good to hear. Happy to hear that. Whole blood must be spilled. Trust me. Trust the process. Trust the process, Toaster. I need your back on this. Just, we just gotta work through some things here. Work through a few things. In fact, you know what? As a show of my loyalty, I will marry the chief's option here. Let's see what you guys have. She whisked away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Heth, the firstborn daughter of the Northern Monocle Toaster clan. There you go. I'll betroth your daughter. From what I've heard, she knows exactly what she wants and will do whatever's necessary to get it. Even among the Northerners, she made something of a name for herself as a fearsome warrior. Had a bit of a controversy a while back when her clan hall burned down. Apparently her peasants were to blame. See the appeal? This is Grigor, the eldest son of the Eastern Spymaster Gaming Dynasty. Forever the snooty expression, I'm sure that's caused by an errant brushstroke. He's got some locks on him though, that's for sure. He had a laboratory installed in his castle and spends most of his time there conducting bizarre experiments. He went missing a while ago, but it turned out he'd accidentally locked himself in his cellar, survived on wine for a week. Meh. I joined a corp I was in 10 years ago that got me into PvP at Eve, but glad to see you back. Oh, okay, so you guys are Eve guys. And finally from the coast we have Julian, a wealthy heir to Lord Vince's estate. He's got a reputation for honesty and fair-mindedness. That's rare along the coast. His interests are typical of the coast. Money, 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 and making more of it. There was also a scandal recently where he was publicly critical of the church. Nothing came of it. Alright. I've made my decision. I'm going with Heth of the North. Okay. I gotta start working to appease the counts now. The counts are starting to grumble. I got a lot of things going on here. I got a lot of things going on here, and I don't know if I'm juggling them all adequately. Let's see what's going on with this winter chill. Yeah, I got Spymaster the stream. Oh, okay, awesome, awesome. Mutiny? No mutiny. No mutiny. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, I can't even see your beard or mouth. It looks like you just have no mouth. Count Spymaster. Brr, the eastern winter has been especially cruel this year, Your Grace. I could still feel it in my bones. Ha, you counts don't even know the meaning of the word cold. Your Highness, this is no joke. We can add more logs to the fire, settle down, and warm up. I found the secret is layers. It's not just about me. In the east, the river's frozen and people won't work for fear of frostbite. My butler touched an iron fence post and lost his entire finger. God damn. Yep, he joined my corp, then left, the traitor. I rode home today on my bike. It was really nice and freezing. Just work hard and you won't feel the cold. I don't get people that can, like, play football and shit in the frigid cold. I can't do anything physical when it's really fucking freezing outside. And then I sit there and I watch people, like, in 12-degree weather, you know, slam into each other at breakneck speeds. A, send food to the to build eastern stockpiles. Well, let's automatically veto that. B, send northern troops to clear up snow and ice. C, order the chiefs to send any surplus food. D, leave the counts to deal with it. I mean, it looks to me like B is almost a surefire thing. It seems like B is the way to go. Like, that's gonna, I mean, that's gonna automatically, pretty much automatically hit. Alright. Oh, shit! I took my eye off the thing. Wait, how many people do we have here? Can I get one more? Did everyone vote? Did someone not vote? Can I get one more for B? Spymaster, can I get you to vote for B? God damn it. You sons of bitches. Alright, fine. Fine. I guess we're stuck. I guess we're stuck with wrecking. I don't know why why are you gonna wreck the counts? Don't they have it hard enough? Counts, why did you just fuck yourselves like this? That's what I'm wondering, Toaster. It's like, shit, man, y'all have it hard enough. Why are you guys voting to, like... The East falls silent as peasants and counts alike hold themselves up in their houses to stay alive. When the warmth finally returns, many have perished. Oh, well. And a new trend. That's what happens when you veto A. Yeah, I'm not gonna have my treasury go back down to 0. Lord Patrician Haunted Wisp is here to see you, Your Majesty. He wants to sell you a crab. Of course he does. It's the latest trend among the coast, Your Majesty. The Partitions have started keeping a species of jeweled crab as a fashionable pet. The creatures are so rare that one can now sell one for as much as a mansion. Very well, send him in. Thank you for seeing me, Your Majesty. I know the price is steep, but I assure you, these crabs will only go up in value. Wait, these crabs will go up in more than the... You see, now I'm... Wait, what's up? We vote to ensure that we fucking freeze to death to make a point. What's the point? That we don't like being told not to pick shitty options. Yo, what's up, Joe? Welcome back to the stream. Don't fall for this. That's fucking Bitcoin. This is selling you a bridge. This is buying tulips. But the tulips might increase in value, though. That's the thing. The tulips could increase in value. Like, yeah, I'm out 1,000 now, but maybe in the next season, I can get 3,000. You will surely not regret buying crabs. This has happened 100 times in history. They won't increase enough to make up for it. Buy the crabs. Turn this fool away. What a waste of everyone's time. I'll make the sale of jeweled crabs illegal. I am familiar with the history of tulips in Denmark. Was it Denmark? Holland, maybe? I forget where, but yeah. Yeah, I really want... I don't think I'm going to do turn this fool away, so what I am going to do... Where is it at? Here's how I come to make a lot of my critical, life-altering decisions. What I do is I flip a coin. So I've got this coin here. I'm gonna buy the crabs. Or heads, I'm gonna buy the crabs. Tails, I'm gonna make them illegal. Best 2 out of 3. So flipping it, it's spinning. Heads, I buy. Tails, I make illegal. Tails, I make illegal. Doing one more flip because I do best 2 out of 3.
There's no surprise there.
Heads, I buy. So this next one calls it. What's it gonna be? Am I gonna buy or am I gonna ban? It's buy or ban. Buy or ban. This music is too suspenseful. Tails, ban. All right, well, you know, the coin has spoken. Of course, such a drastic measure will require a vote. You summon... Wait, so you guys are gonna vote anyways? What the fuck? Well, why'd you... God damn, why give me the option? Just tell me to call the council anyway. So I guess you guys are gonna decide. Refuse to limit the market. What the fuck does that even mean? Well, I guess I'll have to actually vote to ban it. Some weak-ass monarch I am. Oh, wait a second, actually. Monarch's iron choice. The monarch can mark their preferred voting option. If chosen, they gain 1 authority. Well, since there are only 2 choices, I'm gonna mark this one. There we go. I'll win by losing if I have to. Go for it then. I didn't know it'd call a vote. The Northerners will agree with you. Oh shit, that'll hurt stability. Of course we will ban the crabs. We support you in this foolish venture. I never said to ban them, I just said not to get involved. Alright, we're banning it. Now that the sale of crabs is illegal, the pinchy little creatures are more valuable than ever. Gangs, hell yeah. We got mobs, we're mobbed up. Gangs of crab smugglers spring up along the coast, murdering each other over profitable reefs. Thousands of fishermen start hunting crabs instead of the fish that sustain the coastal diet. Alright, well, Stability would get lowered. Devin, we can't afford to have stability so low. Yeah, I guess stability is a bit low, isn't it? Chaos in the Kingdom. Far in the east, Count Big Stick Stew II is hosting a dinner party at his castle with a few distinguished guests. The kingdom's in great jeopardy, and the council is calling for the monarch's inner circle to resign. We need to increase the pressure. If the monarch's in a weak enough position, they've got no choice but to bow to our demands. No more interfering spy master, no more marshal or chancellor or treasurer, a whole new inner circle all made up of counts. For the next stage of their scheme, the counts must lower authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. In a dingy seaside tavern, 2 partitions of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The treasury's not empty. The monarch won't be tempted by our loans. Maybe we could arrange some kind of heist? Don't get ahead of yourself, Lord Patrician. This coup will be conducted entirely within the bounds of the law. We have our principles, after all. The partisans' aim is lower treasury to 1,500 or less. I barely escaped that one. I'm going to adopt that. I'm going to get rid of that. There we go. Let's hit that royal wedding. Your wedding to Heth is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Heth at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I do. I pronounce you married in the eyes of the kingdom. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after a feast, a dance. Your new wife, Heth, only dances with obvious reluctance. Alright, so my stability went back up a little. Not that that matters anymore. My authority went up. Great. And some defiance lowered a little bit, too. By the time you find yourself alone with Heth, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. Neither of us asked for this union, but I assure you, it can blossom into something of mutual benefit. Agreed. Excellent. I hope this alliance proves most fruitful indeed. You head to your separate bedchambers. Perhaps you will draw closer in time, but for now your wife is happy to keep you at arm's length. Well, we are fucked in that. Fuck the church. The second our faith becomes the major state religion, I will then declare fuck the old gods. Oh, are we in ads? I was just plowing right through the plot. Well, for those that may have missed from the ads, long story short, wedding went off without a hitch. Stability is up a little. Authority is up a little. Does that mean I'm ready to deal with these fucking partitions of the coast? Probably not, but let's see what they have to offer anyways. Your esteemed highness, the seasons have not been kind to us in the coast. We face poor harvests and miserable farmers. I beg of you, send aid. Well, what do your people need? What people? No, I am to be wed, your esteemed highness. And when that day comes, I will drink only the finest mead. But with farms in their current state, we lack the honey. I need more bees. Force the farmers of the coast to don their fancy wicker suits, and we shall drink our fill of honey wine. That's it? You're coming to me about this shit? Offer honey subsidies to coastal farmers. Pass a law that mandates beekeeping. Do nothing? This is ridiculous. Well, I certainly don't want to lose any money for fucking bees. Bees. Can't they, like, tell their people to make more honey themselves? Yeah, I don't understand why you're coming to the monarch for this shit. Man, are you kidding me? Oh wait, is this bad? I mean, B increases farming and authority. I guess it just depends, but everyone wants to raise defiance instead, so I guess that's the way we're going. Furious, Lord Partition Wisp storms from your throne room. You doubt you'll receive an invitation to the wedding. And a city in flames. Oh no. Your Serene Highness, there's been a terrible fire in the city of Symassus. Where once there were buildings, there is now a field of smoldering ash. Dozens of workers have died. What caused the fire? A warehouse was storing lamp oil unsafely and in immense quantities. The owners were in the middle of haggling over prices when one of the merchants lit his pipe. Those absolute idiots. I was hoping the council might unlock some funds from the treasury so we could rebuild. Well, I can't rebuild with stone because that's... Holy shit. Alright, well... For whatever reason, this game just like... This particular run is like, spend all the money. Spend all the money. Alright, well, you know what? Fuck it. I guess that's what we're gonna do. I guess that's what we're gonna do. Man, you know what? I gotta say, man, this drone story, I'm not paying attention to it, but... Alright. A, rebuild the city exactly as it was. Which means offer no help because, I snuck in reverse voting. You didn't see that. I hit that click. I hit that click. Reverse voting, bitches. Boom! Uno reverse. Offer no help. Get the fuck out of my council hall, you sons of bitches. Trying to empty out my treasury? Trying to steal my money? I smack you with my golden hand. You see my golden hand here? Just back fist you. You send word to the partitions of Symassus that they will be expected to rebuild their own city without the monarch's help. Let's see. Oh, we zeroed out. We zeroed out some motherfuckers. Holy shit. You sneaky bastard. You fucking blasted, y'all. My family fights over Uno. That's fucked up, man. Fighting over Uno? We got fucking chipped. You bastard, how dare. We will rebel for this. You were gonna rebel anyways. Let's be honest here. By all that glitters, what is the point of having a monarch in the first place? Alright. The legend of Oddheld's Horn. The northern sagas tell of Oddheld's Horn, once gifted to the mortals by the honey-blooded prince himself, then lost to the snows of time, never to be found again until now. I have it. Oddheld has spoken. Last night during the storm I beseeched the drunken vessel himself, and lo did lightning strike the earth far in the north. That is where we will find the horn. You mean into the frozen waste? Aye. Have everyone muster their best warriors. We're heading to the domain of the ice giants. For the next stage of the chief's scheme, they must raise their military to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Oh, they have that. All right. Gypped can be seen as an offensive. Nothing against Toaster, but let's stick to Taken or something similar. Never know about Twitch TOS. Yeah, I guess that's true. I'm not super familiar with the terminology, but I feel like I've heard that at some point in the past. Rising Tempers. Uh-oh. Is that about my marriage? Lucid, I have something to discuss with you. Count Spymaster challenged my honor, calling me a coward only fit to fight training dummies. I must duel him at once. What little reputation I have depends on it. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Give him a good kicking for me. By Morgana's cauldron I will, not to worry. The very next day, Count Spymaster is summoned to the... I mean, he might win. I mean, he doesn't look the warrior type to me, but who knows. Summoned to the fighting ring for the much-anticipated duel. It's from Romanian culture. It means you got scammed. Do you mean it's mean or it's a little slur? I do recall it being a slur. Yeah. Yeah, because it's short. It's like shorthand for gypsy, right? Which also, I think, a slur. Maybe. I don't know. I think that one goes back or forth. It's kind of like if eggs are good or bad for you or not. Skull for the Skull Throne. I just Googled it. Its original spelling is straight up racist. It's always good to know those things. You know, the more you know. It's spelled that if it helps you understand its offensive roots. Yeah. I learned it from Venture Brothers, which in hindsight probably means it's a slur. Well, Venture Brothers, I don't think that... Like, Venture Brothers came out before the movement to recognize that word as a slur occurred. So it was probably one of those weird in-between phases, you know. Yes, your wife is a coward, not even fit for the fit for the training dummies. All right, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out then. Wasn't trying to be a dick or anything about it, just like to bring things to light. Oh, no worries, Vince. It's good to know. It's good to know. Yeah, it's like the N-word. They can say it. I'm not gonna say it's like the N-word, but yeah. I guess any member of a minority group has the leniency to, I guess, use their slurs. Not that I would say you should do it, but... You've always been a coward, Heth. Don't worry, there's still time to back down. Damn. Still shit-talking, like... Heth is beefy. She's got beefy arms with a hatchet. I don't know, something tells me that Spymaster might have something up his sleeves here. Alright, I'm gonna cheer for my wife. Heth grins ever so slightly. The two combatants circle each other like lions, their axes drawn and pointed at each other. When they finally come to blows, oh, the fight is over almost as quickly as it begins. A quick parry here, a thrust there, and suddenly Count Spymaster is lying on the floor, bleeding from the neck. Wrecked. But after a moment of shock, onlookers shriek and call for aid, but too late. Heth appears to show no remorse at Count Spymaster's death, despite the diplomatic nightmare it spawns for you. Wait, what? Why is the North grumbling? Why is the North mad about that? The North just got... This was valiant. This was a valiant fight. This was honor defended. They should be ecstatic. Why are they mad? I don't get that. I feel like that's a bug. This has to be a bug. They probably meant for the counts to increase their defiance. I don't understand why the North would be defiant after this. Count Spymaster has died. Spymaster Gaming 2 has joined. So we got a couple of numbers in the chat now. It's like, holy shit, you're going on a warpath slaughtering counts. Yeah, well, they had it coming. Pog North. Wait, we're mad? I don't understand either. Listen, I think it's metal as fuck. You had my daughter go into a blood sport, but the wife, you know how she be. I guess that's true. Maybe that's what it is. And Eve, yeah, Spymaster Gaming 1 through 100, so it fits. The queen must die for her crimes. Hey, you don't want there to be a Spymaster 3, do you? My wife, God's bless her, hates blood sports. Can't stand the sight of them. She's all about raising wolves. You know how women can be. Blood must be spilled. So your dynasty's hallmark is going to be murdering counts. We have 2 counts, 2 count 2s already. Do we? We have Spy Master 2. And we have Big Stick Stew 2. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I forgot. We shoved that dude in the guillotine. I don't think we have any other numbers. It's exclusively counts. Huh. Interesting. There's just one more thing. Columbo Viking, that'd be cool. Gods, I'm poor. You forgot me already? I did forget you, Big Stick Stew. We shoved him in a Big Stick Stew. The East remembers. Well, we have the Archbishop's request or crab smuggling. Let's see what's going on with these crab smugglers. Greetings, Your Majesty. Ever since the sale of jeweled crabs was outlawed, crab smugglers are damn near taking over the coast. To make matters worse, the local sheriffs are so deep in smugglers' pockets, they might as well be lint. But I made the sale of crabs legal? Tell me more. Rival smugglers are murdering each other on the beaches. It's carnage out there. Send a strongly worded letter, a strongly worded reprimander rather, to the local sheriffs. Banning crabs isn't working. Legalize it. Oh, we go the opposite route. Appoint a new group of trustworthy sheriffs focused solely on crab-related crime. Hire a sea wizard. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to legalize it now. I recognize my mistake. I want to legalize it. Sea wizard? Oh no, sea wizard. No, I'm banning that one. Banning that one. Veto. Veto to the option to spend all my money on a wizard. Devin, wait. We had to discuss this first. That wizard was like 15 grand. There's no discussing. Look, you see that little diamond? These motherfuckers still want to bring my money low. I gotta protect that. I gotta protect that at all costs. My stability is already at a 3. Like, this kingdom is being held together by me being a skinflint, basically. So, sorry, there was no discussion to be had on that particular one. The smuggling rings vanish overnight and the crab trade kicks straight back into high gear, granting a much-needed boost to the coast economy. All right, trade is opulent in the coast, and my authority goes down a little, but that's okay. I can spare a little for now. Apoth, we want the treasury to not go down. Yes. I want him to panic. Unfortunately, your flip-flopping of the issue makes you look indecisive and weak. That's alright. I'm okay with that. To a degree. Need I remind them? I just need to remind the peasants about the big stick stews that I have deployed all over the kingdom. Your Majesty, I wish to speak with you about a situation in the north. Too long have the northerners been allowed to worship their heathen tree gods in a brazen defiance of the ninth god. Allow me to send some of my best missionaries to the north. It's for the good of the realm. I always vote against these guys. Oh, this fucker. Fucking bishop fuck. This is gonna be bad for my stability either way. If I give him permission, that's a 20% chance, you know, based off of my stability. If I say I won't hear any more of this, then my stability goes even lower than 3. But I don't know if bringing it to the council is gonna provide me any better options here. You know what? I'm just gonna shoo this guy away. This won't go well for you either way. Yeah, I feel like just shooing this guy away is probably the best option here. Because I don't know, if I do the dice roll, I don't know what else can fuck up. Like, it'll lower my stability, but then it might also lower other things as a result. Devin, if you get rid of this guy, I'll vote for whatever you want in the next vote. Are we going for a stability loss run? I don't see any way to protect my stability from this. The problem is I just used my veto, so I don't want to bring it to the council because there's definitely going to be something there I'm going to want to veto. So I think I'm just going to have to take the stability hit. Get out of here. Get out of here. Very well, Your Highness. As he sweeps out of the room with as much dignity as he can muster, you're sure you haven't heard the last of this. Alright. Things are kind of bleak right now in the kingdom. Watch the next vote be something like, you get all your stability up, but the chiefs will lose all their military. Yes, I need a library. I need a library. I'm in desperate need of a library. I didn't get any options. We're not getting a library. Oh, of course we're not. I didn't get any options to like give you any money though. That's the issue. We didn't get a tax season, so I didn't get to lower any taxes. I would have given the North a tax cut. So we're just raw dogging some financial instability here. Alright, authority is down. Oh, you guys are trying to hack away at my authority. I mean, I still have enough of a cushion there, but I see what you fucking counts are up to. And the military's up 1. Yeah, I mean, nothing much I could do about the North's military. That's just how they are. Horror in the East. Ah, you see, the East is always a long march north. Let's figure out my heir. I blew all my money on the last library. We did get an option. You chose to tax us even more. That was because I had to escape. I had to escape this one right here. This guy right up there. Well, you can't see my hand. That guy right up there. That dipped below that mark. That's a very dangerous place for that treasury number to be. Your marriage to Heather has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough, but you have made some good memories along the way. But there's no spark. She cares more about perfecting her combat moves than your happiness. But spark or no spark, you still need an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was magnificent. We're happy, thank you. Your happiness is important. Give us a baby. All right, sure. I'll just speed through this. Child. The traditional way. What is this? The Long March North. Good evening, Your Majesty. Tell me, have you heard of Odheld's horn? Please explain. The Horn of Odheld is a northern legend, a horn gifted to the mortals before the Knight's triumph during the Cursed Age. Get to the point. You must understand, whether it is a creation of pagan spirit or not, the horn is real. My sources confirm it. It's said to have the power to destroy any fortification with a single toot. Toot. The chiefs are searching for it in the frozen waste, having received a sign hinting at its location. You mean where the ice giants live? Precisely. We'll need to stop them before they retrieve it, if at all possible. They've gathered a great host of warrior heroes for the journey to the waste. We must act fast to have any hope at stopping them. You hastily assemble the council to deal with the chief's military buildup. The chiefs predictably deny everything. Chief Toaster, would you deny us our right to protect ourselves from ice giants? Bah. Why are we even letting the North vote on this? All right, what are we doing? A, forbid the northern armies from entering the frozen waste. B, ban all public mention of Odhelt's horn. C, allow the chiefs to continue building up their force. Well, don't you want to veto A so authority doesn't go lower? I was thinking about it, but honestly, I'm worried about that horror that's happening in the East. I might need to save my veto for whatever's going on over there. If we veto C, we're probably too high for A for it to matter. I'm just gonna let y'all have at it, I guess. I don't know if I want to spend my my votes, or yeah, I don't want to know if I want to exercise any laws on this particular one. So I'll just let you guys have at it. I still have some cushion in my authority. All right, so everybody was on board with A. You think a piece of paper will stop us? Ha, you don't know what a northern chief is made of. Although your decree discourages a few law-abiding northern warriors from joining the expedition, you cannot stop them by law alone. Why don't I have my... I feel like the big flaw with this kingdom is that the monarch does not control an army. Like, I should have my own army and be like, I'm just going to deploy my army to crush your army. This is a very weird kingdom they have set up here. Why the fuck am I not the wild card here? It worked out in our favor. We are golden. I'm invested in this. I'm so upset. It's okay. It's okay. The worst case scenario has not occurred yet. Your Majesty, a monster has been stalking my farms at night, smashing down doors of cottages and feasting on the peasants inside. How many victims? Dozens, Your Grace, and only a few have survived the attacks. The survivors tell a garbled story about gleaming fangs amid a mountain of blood-soaked fur. How should the council deal with this monster in the east? Send the Count's army to deal with the abomination? Offer a substantial bounty on the monster? This is no concern of ours. See? I've got to veto this one. I had to veto. It was going to be one or the other. It was going to be one or the other, I suppose. It was going to be one or the other, I suppose. Just constantly whittling away at my stability. Of course, this military option has a 35% chance of working, which means if and when it fails, it still might lower my stability. So we have to see. We'll have to see how the dice roll for me. I mean, we knew that was going to happen. The regiment marches in circles for weeks through swamps and mud, but fails to hunt down the elusive beast. When they return, many soldiers appear to have brought back some manner of disease from the bog. They're coughing, pale, and too weak to hold their swords. Ooh, that wrecked that military. Meanwhile, the monster's attacks continue to menace the east. You hear reports that it no longer confines its attacks to the nighttime. Soon, peasants are too afraid to tend their crops which lie rotting in the fields. Yeah, that's what I figured. If it failed, it was also going to lower stability too. What a brutal way to end the season. I don't know if I'm going to survive. In the darkest depths of the eastern forest, Count Big Stick Stew 2 has gathered his fellow plotters around a mossy stone obelisk. The council demanded a shakeup, but the monarch resists all calls to replace their advisors. There's little we can do while the monarch holds out, but something tells me their position is not as strong as they think. The count's aim is to lower authority to 4 or less. In the north, unbeknownst to the rest of the kingdom, a great battle has just taken place. Naturally, the chiefs are celebrating their recent victory against the ice giants in the frozen waste by smashing steins together and singing battle songs all throughout the night. Did you see that giant's face when I cut him down? Poor blighted never felt a heated axe before, haha. So much loot, never mind the horn, look at all this gold. Oh, you guys are getting rich off of that. You got a little bit of money, finally. The party lasts longer than the night. A few chiefs take turns drinking mead out of old Odheld's horn. As dawn breaks, they stumble into the main hall where Chief Sorcha has beckoned them. Quiet down, you louts. It's time to get serious. This horn has the power to collapse buildings and cause earthquakes, even destroy mountains. We must vote on how to use. So, the North, vote on how to use it. Threaten to destroy the kingdom's food supply, or sneak into the capital and collapse the palace on the monarch's head. The counts may have been losing their lords every other day, but I'm confident they can surprise us. Never mind, a few dead counts, just another day for the kingdom, is it not? Yeah, the counts have been having a rough go about it. Oh god, oh boy. Others farming, surely, or we could align with the counts. Alright, I'll trust you with A. I don't know if it's gonna matter, honestly. I think my stability is to the point where I think it might be game over for me. With this horn, we'll collapse mountains and castles and swallow up farmlands. No one can stop us. Before we can make demands, we need their attention. We'll see that their food supplies are precarious enough to make them desperate, and then we'll make our move. Hey, what's up, Galby? I will give them a demonstration of its power, and then ultimatum, crown Sorcha or starve. For the final stage of their scheme, the chiefs must lower other regions' farming to a combined total of 5 or less. Well, I guess this is a precarious situation. I think I'll keep taxes where they are. Of course, the counts are on the verge of rebellion. Ooh, let's figure out what's going on here. One morning, you wake up to the sound. Wake up. One morning, I don't know where I read those words from. One morning, as you make your way to the council hall, a mob of furious peasants surround your carriage. They pelt the windows with rotten fruit and loudly blame you for everything wrong with the kingdom. Down with the monarch. I'm gonna poke my head out the window. A well-aimed tomato splats your forehead. You duck back into the carriage and wait for your soldiers to quell the riot. The soldiers have difficulties, however. Ah, protect the monarch! Protect the... His words are cut off as he is dragged from his horse and beaten to a fine paste. The growing mob surrounds your stagecoach and begins rocking it back and forth. Your Majesty, make a break for it before they tip the carriage over. We'll stay here and hold them off. The knights raise their shields and form a ring around you, sheltering you as you scuttle for safety. Stones rain down like hail, but you make it back to the palace unharmed. Call a council meeting. This is an outrage, Your Serene Highness. First riots and looting of the capital, and now attacks upon your royal person? Our realm is on the verge of collapse. People are afraid. The rule of law is broken down. The peasants are demanding higher wages and more rights. Yes, but we obviously can't allow that. So what do we do? Martial law. Round up all the rioters and hang them. Let's give them everything they want. I'm gonna vote for B, because that just seems like the kind of thing this particular monarch would do. That just sounds like that's something that this monarch would do. We are not helping the counts. No more food for y'all. Quickest game since your first game? Oh, it may still go on a little bit. We'll see. We'll see how this turns out. Give them everything they want. You fucking bleeding heart liberals. You guys are weak on crime. Weak on crime libs. Fine. The depths below can't reward this. It's like giving a dog a treat for crapping in your shoe. Despite Lord Partition's street corner Becky's protest and those of many other nobles, the reforms are enacted, wages go up, people's lives get better, your treasury goes down. The riots quiet as the peasants realize their demands have been met. Well, I mean, at least that got my stability back up a little bit. The crab bubble bursts. Bad news, Your Majesty. A new reef has been discovered, which is overflowing with millions of jeweled crabs. The crab prices are crashing catastrophically. What? The entire kingdom will suffer financially, Your Majesty, with the exception of a few partitions. Curiously, Lord Partition Wisp, the very same partition who first began the crab craze, recently sold all his crabs at a huge profit just days before the crash. Oh, he did some insider trading. Okay, well, a little bit poor, but he made some money at least. Something must be done. You summon your council to discuss crab price crisis. Many assembled nobles have invested heavily in the crab market, and they are casting furious glances at the partition's beaches. So we can't do a bailout because I'm too poor now. Let the coast suffer the consequences of the crisis, or arrest the Lord Wisp and confiscate his ill-gotten gold. Let's do that one. Yeah, let's go ahead and veto that. Let's do that guy. Let's do that guy right there. Democracy. This is democracy at its finest. Sorry, Wisp. Oh, he went to bed. He went to bed. He's sleeping a pleasant sleep. Your soldiers stormed Lord Wisp's opulent mansion, arresting him and confiscating his ill-gotten crab gold. The trial will be held as soon as possible. So trade in the coast goes down a little. Defiance goes up. Stability goes down a little. But the treasury gets some money, so staved off a bit of a catastrophe there. Outraged partitions protest that your actions are illegal and make a mockery of the law. Don't they know you're the monarch? I am the law. Alright. I think I staved off a bit of a disaster there. Barely. I'm not sorry for anything. Do you know that my hot Viking wife is going to do my ass for losing $10 to crabs? No, I didn't. Oh, okay. You're still in here, Wisp. I'm writing all your names down on parchment paper. My crab gold will be avenged. Well, you know, I think we'll have to save that for next time. 3 hours. 3-hour stream. Hell yeah. Let's see. Just wanted to know if it was unanimous. Good stream, good job. Thank you. Thank you very much. Definitely a good session. I got one win. I got one victory, and I'm tenuously continuously teetering on the edge of a defeat here. I don't know how that's going to work out. I feel like I bought myself a little extra time, but man, this particular run is not a very good one for me right now. I don't know if I'm gonna get the kind of options I need to really pull my ass out of the fire here. Oh man. Thank you everybody for joining me. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the raiders who stuck around and played. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely, like, I've watched a lot of people play this game, and there's definitely like a sweet spot, I think, with respects to how many people. Like, I've seen someone with like 100 people playing, and in my view, it's the most fun when there's just enough to have, like, you know, conversations with people. It's just more fun that way. So I appreciate everybody sticking around and hanging out. It's been fun. King of the Castle Saturday, so if you want to play next Saturday, I will be here. We'll be doing this again. Hopefully I'll find a way to skirt disaster, but it's not looking too good. I'm gonna hit Kiwi with a raid. Lulu, we met Kiwi at the Twitch events, the Twitch stream event. She's pretty awesome. She raided me a week ago or so. So I'm gonna return the favor. Nobody else is playing King of the Castle right now, so there's no rollover there, but you know, she's awesome anyway, so I'm gonna hit her with that raid. I like stressing Toaster out. Yo, Afroventus, welcome back to the stream. Popped in just in time to see me leave. Hope things have been well for you. Hey man, just wanted to say that your channel was apparently my most viewed one in 2024. Awesome, hell yeah. Thank you, I appreciate everyone's support. Appreciate your support, Afroventus, and you moved halfway across the planet too. So, doubly awesome. Well, good night, man. Hey, thanks for stopping by and hanging out, Spy Master. I appreciate it. You have a good night too. Stick around for the raid. I'm gonna hit her with that now. I'll be back streaming on Tuesday. I'll probably either be playing Mad Max or Marvel Rivals. Probably Marvel Rivals, if I'm being honest with you. I watch a lot of Twitch, and this one was my most watched. I appreciate it, man. It really means a lot to me. Oh. Hey, Big Stick Stew, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Tried Deadlock out? I think I have. I think I played that a little while ago. For whatever reason, it just wasn't my thing, but I didn't expect Marvel Rivals to be my thing either, so maybe I should go give Deadlock another shot again. But maybe on Tuesday. Maybe I'll do that Tuesday. We'll see. But hope to see you guys again on Tuesday. But if not, have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you when I see you. Take care, everyone.
This whole time I was looking for it. Ye old Nerdcast, thank you so much for that raid. Guys, you know what we do for those raids.